I don't have my camera.
Damn.
I didn't bring it tonight.
I told you I want to do this Carl Glass.
Carl
Yeah, we can
Glass.
do
It's
that.
Carl
again.
Glass, right?
Carl Gas.
Carl Gas. I got it.
It's a Christmas skit though.
Oh shit.
Oh man, hold on, wait a minute. I think we live. Hold on.
Live? You
Yeah.
good?
I want to
we
burn a
live. Yeah,
tree.
we live. We
Oh.
live.
We live. Get that beats. Get them beats up.
Think it's a game till we end it, keep this stepping, I be stuffing. What's for breakfast, raise the menu, dinner time, I catch up luncheon. Big shit, not a rocket, you can tell the way I lunch, the way I flaunt it, I can't hide it. You can see the way we come, I don't get lazy loading guns. And hold 100, it got 100. If we put it together right, it ain't no risking when we run it. Show me who in your top 10, where your list, I'm going hunting. Ain't trying to hear what you talking, man, it's time to switch the subject. Extra clips, if I run out, I got something I can sub in. I just feed up all the hate, but the grind, you gotta love it. What you niggas say in private, I'll address your ass in public. Shotgun, double barrel before I shoot, look like I pump it. 245 extendos like I'm deadlifting the gym bar. Watch your mouth, cause these whores, they'll turn you to a pitfall. Knew the game was over, I could tell just by the tip ball. Judge him if he's something, we could tell just by your big dog. Shark in the deep, dive in and see me come and smell blood in the waters, man. It's time to get the hunting. Everybody ain't real, all I ask to be 100 and never fold on me when it's time to get the hunting. Started out with nothing, then I turned it into something. Green light on everything when it's time to get the hunting. First we started off with fishing, needed more to feed the hunger. Don't be on the other side when it's time to get the hunting. Blow your niggas see you, they gon' crash out. You better wear a bumper. Electrifying when this bitch strike. Years made a thunder. Fly nigga without the wings, and I still won't take you under. Tell her she mine forever. All I said is that I love her, and if she mine, I can't leave it. That's the reason I can't. This shit is real over here. Pay attention to. Want to see the snakes? I had to cut the grass slow. No, if I want to see the snakes, let the mama lose. Yeah, with 2 8s and 2 4s like the mama do. Get me pissed off. Grab a switch like grandmama do. Cook your shit with something big from the arm, just like grandmama food. A shark in the deep, dive in and see me come and smell blood in the waters, man. It's time to get the hunting. Everybody ain't real. All I ask to be 100 and never fold on me when it's time to get the hunting. Started out with nothing and we turned it into something. First we started off with fishing, need more to feed the hunger. Started out with nothing and we turned it into something. First we started out with fishing, needed more to feed the hunger.
We going in hot. We going in hot.
Rude in speech.
Yeah. What's going down, man?
We in there.
What's going Dizzle, man? You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody, man. Rooting speeches in that building.
We in here, man.
Yeah. So we got Melanie Teller, man. Shapat Thayak. What's going down, Shapat Thayak, man? Let me drop a bomb for Shapat Thayak.
Oh, heaven.
Wrong one.
Yeah. Melanie Taylor, man. What's going down? You know what I'm saying? Danisha, what's going down? You know what I'm saying? She always in the building. Barack Manah tried to sneak up in here. Like somebody wasn't coming all the way from Toronto, man.
Right.
Shout out to Toronto, man. Yo, I'm going to Alaska, Cap.
I'm going to.
You gotta get a passport.
It's not.
You don't even want to go to Alaska.
It's not cold enough here for you.
Alaska, I'm tripping. He said something else.
All right, so look, now we going straight in.
Alaska.
It's cold as hell.
We going in. Okay, so check it out. We're gonna go right in. Let me just go ahead and just start the show. This is Root and Speech Vidcast 3.0, man. I'm Captain Desire One.
Isaiah War.
It's Captain Ariel.
Cigar.
I don't know, man. Somebody got to prep the system, man. Somebody got to prep the system before the show.
Sorry, guys.
You know what I mean?
Sorry.
But yeah. So we got Shakara in the building, man. You know, she's no stranger to the show.
Right.
Y'all already know what's going down. She's up here cold as hell. She up here cold as hell. So what's going on? How you like the weather?
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
It's terrible.
You don't like it?
No, it's
I don't think
terrible.
nobody like it at this point.
It's retarded. Earlier I was walking and my eyes was watering, but I couldn't even feel me crying.
Damn.
It was so cold outside.
Bring the mic a little closer.
Like, okay, I know my eye was leaking,
Uh-huh.
but I couldn't feel it. I just saw teardrops dropping. I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
Am I
welcome to
crying?
the,
Like what?
Like, why is my cheek so hard?
Yeah, I was like, am I okay?
welcome to the North. Welcome to the North. Could
Yeah,
you drop a
man.
bomb for
This shit
Carl
beyond
coming up to the
This
North,
like-
please?
this like-
God, God.
It's like
This
Alaska.
is
Cold as hell out
Antarctica.
today.
It's like ridiculous.
I came out the office and I hit my car and went to go pull the handle and the handle pulled back.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah.
It's like, no, man.
it's
Keep
the
that
type
door
of cold. It's
closed.
the type of cold where like you're immediately cold as soon as
Yeah.
you walk out. Like
Yeah.
usually other types of cold, you walk out and you can kind of walk down the street with a hoodie on or with a
Right.
t-shirt just to get to your car or something. As soon as you get outside, it got you.
Yeah, this,
Right.
this,
It's already too cold.
This
You
that-
already been out there too long.
this that goddamn weather. As soon as you walk outside, you're like, God damn.
This don't make
Yeah.
no
What's it?
this don't make no fucking sense.
And if I could, I just need a little help from the brothers,
Mm.
when we leave out of here tonight, because I have to put some antifreeze in my radiator.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
So-
but then when y'all help me, y'all get the HBO special.
What's that?
Y'all get to help a brother out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shabbat Yak said he can't feel his face. That's right.
Rough out here, bro.
Sounds a liar. Oh, she tried to sneak up in here like nobody wants to see her coming from 63rd.
Get the dogs, goddamn.
Yeah. Abigail, what's going on, sis?
Yo, sis.
Hey, what's going on, sis?
Abigail.
In the building.
Yeah, so shout out to everybody, man, who's been rocking with Root and Speech 3.0, man. Y'all on
Right.
here. Look, we on Cross the Line Radio. Shout out to Captain Tazariak, man. Shout out to Captain Kadazar. Shout out to One West on the 100 side.
On the 100
On
side.
Wednesday nights, man, y'all can catch myself, you know what I'm saying? You can catch myself, you can catch Captain Kadazar, Captain Tazariak, you know what I'm saying? You might even catch Captain Ariel, might swing through, you know what I'm saying? Even Izar Ward,
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
know what I'm
slide
saying?
through this week. I promise.
You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all check that out, man. Get on Clubhouse, get on that stage, man. If you a sister in the school, you can get on the stage too as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can you know what I'm saying, you can put your input in as well too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we do our thing on there, man. One
Right.
West on the 100 side.
Right.
We get it on last Wednesday. We were talking about Christmas. Yeah, and Captain Kadazar gave a great breakdown on the history of Christmas.
Yeah, buddy.
You know what I'm saying? I even got to do a little bit of scripture breakdown. Shout out to me. All right. We got what's going on, Maccabi? Can you let the dogs off for Maccabi, please? I think this is his first time watching it. Maybe not his first time, but
Right.
First time I've ever seen us.
maybe in the last couple of years. I don't know.
Right.
It's locking. Maybe I could be wrong. I don't
He might have came in here a
Couple
years ago.
times. Couple times.
He
Yeah.
might have came in here a couple years ago.
know. When we was in the kitchen.
Yeah, when he first started.
Whipping in the kitchen.
They're like, yeah, I was watching
Cooking in
the pot. I remember when y'all did that show with Captain Soccer Boy. Like,
God
nigga,
damn.
that was from 2017. Oh, no, I'm just messing with you, man. Shout out to Maccabia, man. Officer Maccabia.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Most High in Christ.
What
Big
is he-
shouts out to
what is
you.
he talking about? He said, "Whoa, doggy." What the fuck is he talking about?
Nah, he
The
talking about.
dogs.
Nah, he talking about.
Oh, he talking about.
yeah,
He talking about the sound.
Yeah, he talking about the sound.
Whoa, doggy. This sound a little suspect.
Whoa, doggy.
Sound like
Yeah. Yeah, so shout out to Sapat Dayak, man. He was up here on the feast of Hakanah.
Yeah.
Everybody was up here.
Everybody
Like,
was
the whole
in
UBK
Squad
was
D.
in that joint.
Yeah, they
all,
came out.
all of DC and Baltimore school
Right.
came with the Philly.
All that
Yeah,
damn food back there.
yeah. So they man, look, we had so much food that I had
It
to
was
dig.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
We had to dig for the food that your red made.
Yeah, come on.
Because it was
Beef
just-
a bunch of other shit.
Shout out to the
They was like,
beans.
yo, I'm like, yo, what's up with the beans? They like, it ain't no beans in here.
So what you
I'm like-
mean ain't no beans?
I'm like, yeah, it gotta
Finding
be
beans.
somewhere. Somewhere they like, I don't know, it might be under that table. I looked under the table, it was like a stack of food from people that they didn't even get to.
Right.
Yeah.
That was a lot of food. I didn't expect.
It was so much food.
They was
that
just, and
everybody
it's
had
like every
different
time somebody
Yeah.
walked in, it was just bringing in
It
trays.
was
I'm
different
like,
stuff. Yeah.
we don't have space for it.
Yeah. That Rasta pasta was pretty good too.
Real
Whoever
shit.
made That.
Next year, I talked to Commander Johanna. And do not share this. But
Well, you already
I
saying
yeah,
it.
we-
yeah, well, I'm saying it.
All right,
Well,
I'm gonna mute your mic. That's all right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
mute my mic. Mute my
Mute
mic.
your mic. All right, go
All
ahead.
right, so I was talking to Commander Johanna about possibly renting this space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can unmute my mic
All right,
now.
man.
All right, no sweat. You unmuted him?
Huh?
You unmuted it? All right, no sweat. So yeah. No, you can unmute it. Yeah. All right, no
there we
sweat. I
go.
don't want them to hear what I just said. I don't want to put that out there on the
It's all
internet.
right.
Like that.
It's we good.
Yeah, so Zapata Yak said he had a big tray. He said no rasa pasta though.
Oh man,
You know what
it
I'm
was
saying?
amazing.
And also too, I got a chance to get a video with Captain
Captain
Tawar. Yeah, I gotta get a
Captain
video with
Tawar.
Captain Tawar. You know what? Real quick before we get started, I think that Captain Tawar is very interesting.
Okay.
Like his perspective is very interesting when it comes to like vlogging, different things like that. But not just him and the truth, you know what I'm saying? But also just like as a vlogging type of perspective, like just to see him give his perspective on things,
Right.
it's just real good. And I had somebody that was from the world tell me, they said, who's that guy that you be talking to all the time that you on the Vegas video? And I was
Right.
like, that's Captain Tawar. And they were like, yeah, you should get him. You should do more videos with him.
You heard that? The boy got his own money.
So shout out. And then also, you know what I'm saying, I got Captain Araya, you know what I'm saying, and he gives a very interesting perspective on everything that we talk about. So y'all stay tuned. We got a 6-part series coming out. I'm not going to talk about it no more.
Ooh,
We're about to get started for the show,
Very
but
soon.
y'all better check it out, man. Y'all going to like
It's gonna
this
be
one.
dope.
It's going to be
Very
dope. Yeah, it's going to be dope. And then also, big shouts out to Shakara too, man.
That's
you know
right,
what I'm saying?
that's right.
Tennessee, man, good addition to the show. And yeah, so all right, let's get the elephant out the room. Let's not.
Beat around the
Hopefully,
bush.
nobody's here celebrating Christmas. Nobody, right?
Well, as I was a little late, so I'm
Nobody's celebrating Christmas.
I don't know what he was doing all that time. He
He's
wasn't here.
probably at the mall finishing up his little
It's the
Christmas shopping.
23rd, you know what I'm saying? I know it's crunch time now, so I don't know what he was doing.
Listen,
Yeah.
man. Listen,
He's a
man.
little hour later than he usually is. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, all I'm saying is, man, Temptations be hitting today.
That's
Temptations was hitting at the mall today. You know? What
No,
I'm saying?
I was at the mall today.
It's
I was-
horrible
I
being
was
at the mall
doing-
now, man.
I was doing DoorDash and it was, the little pretzel place, Auntie Annie's pretzel place.
Yeah.
I had to pick up an order from there.
They got amazing pretzels.
Yeah, they do.
I was in the line for an hour
Oh, good night.
I worked there before.
to pick up a couple of pretzels.
That was the line to see Santa Claus.
It was ridiculous. It was like you walk in the food court and it's like Auntie Annie's right here. The line is like
Which mall was it? Christianity?
Springfield.
Springfield.
Oh,
That shit was crazy.
I know.
And I forgot today was so close to Christmas. It completely like just slipped my mind. I'm like, why is the mall so busy? And I'm seeing. I'm like, oh,
Everybody doing their last
so
minute.
you do like the DoorDash and stuff like that?
Mhm.
Okay, so do people ever try to like get you and like do they ever try to like be like that they didn't get their food when they did?
Nope.
Oh, so they never
I'm
really
a
try that?
top dasher.
Damn.
Make sure you get all them
Dash.
stars.
Dash.
Okay, no
I get
sweat.
all the stars.
They sent her all the money.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Okay. Most high in Christ.
Bring me a burger for $25. Like,
Yeah,
damn,
yeah,
man.
bring me-
No,
bring
but
me-
seriously, the pretzel order I had got was $21,
Well, how many
and it
pretzels?
was like 10 minutes away.
It was like 2 pretzels. you
They
said.
paid me
Damn, that's
$21. I was
crazy.
like,
Couple.
all right,
But Auntie Annie's is expensive as hell
They
already.
do, yeah.
So
But
one
I-
pretzel
but-
like $5.
but I don't get that money. I don't get the money that the restaurant gonna
Yeah, I
get.
know
So
that.
it's
I
like
know
they
that.
charge them that. So whatever they charge them for that,
Maybe
They
it's
still
holiday
paid me,
reach.
like,
or
on
something.
top
Maybe
of-
it's holiday reach.
I'm a top dasher. I'm trying to tell you.
But the whole Christmas.
You be delivering like Jimmy John's, huh?
I'm delivering all. I'm trying to.
You ever
I'm
order
trying
them
to.
Jimmy John's? They get your food like as soon as you get off the phone. Be like, all right, man, this is what I want. I want a sandwich. Quick, y'all, here it is right here. Where my tip?
They be there
Not
really
gonna
fast.
He ain't got no shoes on. Like,
They got flip flops.
Yeah.
The
So-
whole Christmas thing has always perplexed me.
All right, so we got a lot of stuff we're gonna talk about, man.
Yeah,
Look, we're
yeah,
gonna be on
boy.
here for a minute.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look, we already knew what it
Popcorn,
was going
y'all.
into it. We got
Yeah.
31 people in here. Most high
Hey,
in
Most
Christ,
High in
man.
Christ, man.
Shout out to the 31 people that's in here, man. Look, can y'all get the likes up, please?
Right.
Like, subscribe.
Yeah.
Get up there. Get it in
Like
there.
or
Rude and
dislike.
Speech Vidcast 3.0 on YouTube. Check us out.
That's right.
All right,
man.
yeah.
I'm
So
from Las Vegas.
Yeah, we only got 3 subscribers. Get them up.
What?
I'm joking.
So see, I know I'm a subscriber. Wait a minute.
You the third one.
Right?
yeah.
You the third one we had.
Tazalai said she said his.
And I'm the second.
What he said?
As I wanted.
Oh, dang. I ain't even subscribed yet. Hold on.
Hey, Kareem Smith, man, shalom to you from Vegas too.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Vegas is like an amazing city that you can get a lot of content. If you vlog in Vegas,
There's a
man,
lot
you
to
can,
see.
you can, you can
Hell
go
yeah.
up. You can
Yeah.
go up, man. That's like a gold mine right there. Like people getting bags off of YouTube from just vlogging from Vegas
Right.
because it's just a very interesting city.
I think I'm gonna start
Yeah.
doing food TikTok.
Yeah. So Okay, boom. Okay, so everybody hit the like button. Yeah, that's right. Hit it up. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Hit that like button, man. Get it up. We're gonna be on here
Get
tonight.
them likes up. Yeah.
Yeah, so look, check it out, right? All right, so we got plenty of stuff to talk about. We got
Get it.
Tory Lanez.
Criminal. Tory Lane.
God.
We got Tory
I forget
Lanez.
into that.
What's
got
that? Was we gonna talk about that Ayana chick?
who?
Is that an old thing or is that a
what's-
new thing?
What's that about?
That's the chick that's always doing that the relationship advice, and then she got a divorce.
Oh, no,
You
that's
talking about the
that's
old
not
lady?
old, but I don't
The
think
old
nobody really
lady?
knows about that. We
Nobody.
could, but I don't think anybody
Is
really
that the
knows
old
about
lady?
that.
Yeah, I just didn't like.
Tell me about
The
it.
reason why she said she got a divorce, I'm just like, man,
Why she
he wasn't loving her. Right?
divorce?
Talking
She
about
said
the
because
old
he
lady?
wasn't loving.
Yeah,
Wait, I gotta get her voice. She said, "Cause he wasn't loving me.
Yeah.
He wasn't loving me. He wasn't loving
I
me
was
the way
supposed
I
to be
wanted to
You should
be
be giving all
loved."
that relationship
She has a
advice.
stereotypical scorned black
family
woman
advice.
Right.
voice. Stereotypical. I'm a black woman and nobody has ever done right by me ever, and I'm a black woman.
Damn, this brother got a hell of a name. His
Color
name is
purple voice.
his name is Adolphus. That's a hell of a
Oh,
name.
snap.
Damn. Yeah, that's a hell of a name right there.
Adolphus last.
Yeah, Adolphus. That's a hell of a name. How y'all like the TV here? It's a good addition, huh? Y'all
gotta
can see
be
what's
like
going on.
TV
Y'all can see what I
man.
see.
Yeah.
You gotta be like
So,
a general or something.
Check it out, man.
Big
So
screens over here.
if I could just, respond to what you were saying about
Come.
the lady, I think where people they get it like messed up is that thinking that
Can we explain before you bring into it? It was who was the lady again?
So it's
What's her name?
Ayana.
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 Okay, everybody has seen. If you black, you probably have seen this lady
You
on
definitely
TV.
seen her on TV.
She be like on VH1 or something.
Matter of fact, didn't she do the DMX joint?
I don't know.
I want
I think she might have had like a little
a fan like
session with
yeah.
but she's like
DMX
a
on-
therapist type
yeah,
person,
Yeah,
and she got a show like Ayana Fix My Life or something
yeah,
like that.
kind of.
She's a person that she got a whole show
Right,
based upon her giving people therapy
right,
and fixing people's lives.
right.
And she's like, after I watched that video, she's 69,
Yeah,
and she recently divorced her husband
right.
of 14 years.
14
Her
years.
name is Ayanla
Ayanla. Yeah,
Ayanla Van Zant.
Vincent.
yeah. Vincent.
Vincent.
That's her. That's her.
But
That's her.
she
She thinks
recently
she's
divorced her
special.
husband of 14 years
Right.
because he wasn't loving her the way she wanted
She
to.
old
do.
And I
shit.
just decided if a man
I know I think I know what
shows
you're
you
talking
who
about
he
too.
is,
She's 69.
He sound-
believe him.
he sound
What you
like
gonna say,
Chris.
Slice? What you gonna say?
So what you think you're gonna get? You think she's gonna get another man? You think you're gonna get another man that's not gonna
She probably already had another woman.
at
Be totally
60, at
honest with you.
69 years old, you pretty much
Damn.
is giving it's over now.
Right.
It's over. The only nigga you ever gonna get is a nigga that just
Want to
You know,
use
he
you
might-
for your
yeah,
money. He
right.
be using me.
because the nigga trying to get his followers up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you should have stuck with your man
Right.
because there is no where do people get off thinking that it's happiness in a relationship? Perfection
Perfection.
with this happiness shit. It's like pretty much it's like this, right?
This is it. There is happiness.
Hey, I'm about to
Think about you.
Right.
Think about you. I think about myself too.
Right.
I'm not always the greatest person to be around,
Right.
Mhm.
in my personal life,
Okay.
and my rib ain't always the greatest person to be around in their personal life. So let's take it off of just the relationship and let's just think about you as a
Okay.
person. A relationship is pretty much a person that can deal with your shit. You know what I mean? Because the benefits of being with you outweighs the bad shit that
No.
comes with you.
No. You supposed to change.
You supposed to love me. You supposed to
The
love me the
person
way I
that
wanted to
you
love.
dated, the person that you fell in love with, you saw the potential in them. And it was like, you know what? One day, they're gonna be the ultimate, you know what I mean? The ultimate man or the ultimate woman.
Right.
So I'm gonna marry this daggone sack. And I'm gonna turn that sack into a 3-bedroom house one day.
Right.
But I do think
Now, I just want real quick. I already know she about to come with it. No sweat.
Right.
So, but what I was saying is that the happiness is just an illusion. It's an illusion what people see on TV. Relationships are just about people that can deal with each other because you might have things about you that might not be so pleasant all the time, and then he might have things about him that might not be so pleasant all the time. But y'all can deal with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because the good outweighs the bad, and that's a relationship.
right.
And it's really pretty much both people working together, you know what I'm saying, to have a good relationship, of course.
Mm.
But then also when things go bad, it's about It's about
Not
compromise,
yeah.
and then it's also about
Partnership.
forgiving.
Right.
Forgiving,
That's the biggest part.
right? Constant forgiving, back and forth, constant forgive, and then after you get 5 years in, you like, well, damn, we went through this little bitty storm,
Right.
and then after 10 years, you're like, damn, we went through this whole hurricane, and then after 15 years, then you like, well, we didn't been through so much, and now we have enough, and we have a foundation that we can stand on, and that this is something that is not worth giving up.
I love her.
But this whole ideology that people
she
get
good for
like,
me.
we're gonna just be like Cinderella. And everybody's gonna, and
Live happily ever after.
right. It's just all
You're gonna
TV.
be loved exactly the way you envision it in your brain.
We do nice
Like
things
somebody supposed to
together.
know exactly how to do that.
so sisters. And I know you was about to come in
No,
with
go
it,
do your thing.
but
Bring it up.
sisters, they turn themselves into a single baby mom
I agree.
because of happiness.
I agree.
Because they like gotta be so goddamn happy. Like who the hell said that it had to be happiness? When you get married, it says for better, what did it say?
For better, for worse.
For richer, for poorer.
Richer for poor, for better,
sickness
for
and
worse.
health.
To death do you part.
Did it anywhere in there say happiness? Did it say you had to be happy? It didn't say nothing in there.
You know what? They didn't even say happy wife, happy life. They ain't say none of that stuff.
They never said it.
Nah, they don't say that. No.
So where do people get off thinking that your relationship is supposed to be so goddamn happy?
Movies.
Really, to me, okay, yeah, my rib might be like, hey, I need you to go to the supermarket and grab something. I don't want to fucking go, but I go. That's love.
God damn.
I don't want to fucking go,
I'm not gonna go.
but I go. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't want to get up in the morning. It's my day off, right? I don't want to get off in the morning and take my rib to work because I'm tired as hell. I've been up till 4. But guess what? I get up and I go. You get my boy?
Kind of a kind.
That's love.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's real shit though.
That's love. That's what it is. It's not none of that
I ain't gonna go.
bullshit.
But I'll find another way to love you.
He said, I ain't gonna go.
I ain't gonna go.
I ain't gonna go, but
I ain't gonna go. I can't stand going to
But nah, but I want to hear your
I'm not even
perspective.
driving to the damn.
I don't want to. I don't want to dominate the conversation.
Oh, no, you're good.
I want to give it to the sister. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want the sisters to nail me on the cross.
Right.
I was just going, I ain't gonna say nothing too important, but
I'm like in the comments like they said I don't want having a whole
therapy
session.
session. What's that one say? 14 years.
14 years, she should have known he wouldn't have changed. So to call love the way she. Wait a minute, I'm sounding like I can't even fucking.
No,
I think
this is a
that's
little,
on there. I think that's
little
on there.
janky.
Wouldn't have changed to so-called love her.
What?
That way, she said she wanted. She might as well have stayed. Okay, I get
It sounds like Humma Double Mama.
it. Slow down. Who's that? Slow down, sis. Read before you hit send. Goddamn. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
You gotta sound out your vowels. You gotta sound out your.
That's what they call proofread. You gotta read that one time before you hit that send, man.
I don't
All right.
know what that's
Oh
it.
shit.
Oh, God.
I get the point though.
All right.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
We get the point though.
I mean,
Sis.
the fact of the matter is, ain't nobody going to change, man. Like, if like,
Goddamn, so
But no,
Sorry,
see,
man.
this is why I have to
listen,
intervene.
man.
Let me say something.
All right,
All right, you got it, sis. You got it, sis.
I just want
niggas
to. I
ain't
just,
gonna be nothing.
Ain't
I just want to
change,
clarify for
Go
people like us out work.
Go ahead.
I think, and I feel like I think we had this conversation before on the show or something similar to it. There should be a space for change
Absolutely.
for both people. But I do think with design. Okay, let me just. Okay, a relationship should be happy.
It is.
Ideally,
Ideally.
but happiness shouldn't be
But
the reason why.
that shouldn't be like Ariana said. That shouldn't be the reason why y'all stay together.
Yeah.
Because if happiness was the reason why we stay together, we would be.
Every time, every moment that
yeah.
you're not happy, you stop.
Like,
She want to cover. Keep it covered, sis.
I think
Like-
she
You gotta keep it covered.
She been forgetting the mic is on all night.
Yeah, keep it covered, sis.
Keep you covered. Don't blow your cover.
No, okay, seriously though. I think
She said no, but for real.
Because if happiness made anything,
this nigga make me feel
Don't blow your cover. Don't blow your cover.
Keep you covered. Don't blow your cover.
I didn't mean it like that. Oh my God.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Damn. Moving on.
Just change the topic.
Oh, shit.
Oh my
my
I think your
goodness.
point is that.
Let me say my point.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. My point is, okay, there should be like a healthy amount of change.
Right.
But I think a lot of, and I'm just saying this from like a woman's perspective, but y'all probably already know this already. I think women just, it's just, that's how society is. It's just, if that nigga ain't making you happy, if he's not bending over backwards to make you happy, leave him. When it should be,
Damn.
he making you happy, you making him happy.
Mm.
Like it's not, if I tell Arya, hey, I want you to start with my feet when I get off work. And he like, well, I want you to lotion my back. Okay. Like it shouldn't be
Right. I agree with
lotion
that.
my feet, nigga, or that's it.
Right.
Give and take.
Like,
Nah, I
like
understand.
it's like, and I like to Zion once said too, compromise. That's the problem. Like for some odd reason, people in the world don't want to compromise.
Right.
I don't know
Well-
why that's taught out there. Like you can't just, I do this and we agree on this and it's even filled. I don't know why
Right.
people can't do that, but it's like,
Whoa.
it's like it's either I get what I want and everything I want,
Right.
and you don't get what you want,
No.
and that's it. It's control.
Mhm.
And I realized this recently talking to a relative. Control is so important in the world. It's like
Mm.
if they can't get control, it's like the worst thing. It's like killing them.
Right.
It's like the worst thing you could do, and it's like you could just not do that.
Mm.
You could just be a regular person. You could just compromise with somebody. You could just the same way you asking, if you asking him to bend his back, you need to be bending yours and breaking your knees, because it should be even. It shouldn't be he's doing more, because at some point he's gonna get wore out.
Right.
Like he can't be like that for the rest of the 30, 40 years. You're not gonna stay with him that long anyways. He's
Right.
gonna be doing all this for 3 years and you're gonna go cheat on him.
Well,
So
you know, most marriages only last about 2 years.
yeah, that's
A
not-
lot of marriages only last
Don't
about
last
2
long.
years, because what happens is people get into relationships because they settled with somebody, and they settle with that person in hopes that, you know, well, they're a good person.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? They listen, we can communicate, you know what I mean? So therefore, hopefully, you know, I can change myself and they can change themselves. And, you know, everybody can change. Hit him with the Rocky. If I can change and you can change,
Yeah.
everybody can change. Nah, but you going in there with that mentality. The whole thing is we supposed to be figuring out all that stuff out before we get all the way invested. You know what I mean? And we're not doing that. Compromise, that's something that's definitely should be happening in all relationships.
Facts. Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're not compromising, you just don't care. You don't give a
suck.
damn, and you selfish as hell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And some of us are. Some of us are very selfish. You know what I mean? Talking to myself sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some of us can be very selfish, but if we recognize it, our selfishness, and we want to work on it, then that's a good thing.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? If you don't recognize you selfish and they telling you selfish, and you like, man, I don't care about that. Right? You selfish as hell,
Right.
and you're going to end up, you know, messing that relationship up.
And I think
So-
that's another thing, as far as like accountability. This I'll be quick with this. I was watching a little TikTok video. It was like 3 minutes. It was with Krishan Rock and Blueface, and it was like when she met the family. Blue met her dad and her sisters and stuff, and Krishan's brother and Blueface were talking, and he was like not holding Krishan accountable for anything she be doing. Like she be abusing that nigga. Like she puts hands on Blueface. Like it's not like he just be doing it wrong, and like she puts hands on him, and it's like I think that's a big problem in the world, or even probably even people.
Listen,
There's
People,
a mic in front of you.
that's heavy.
people in general, Slocky. People in general, I feel like we're not accountable. We as in people, we're not accountable for anything that we do. So it's like if I got Aria as a friend and I got this dude as a husband and I'm talking shit, Aria gonna be like, yeah, fuck him, blah blah blah. And I'm like, all right, yeah, fuck him. I'm gonna do what I want to do because nobody's holding me accountable for anything I'm doing.
Right.
I should, first of all, if nobody else is doing it, I should be holding myself accountable. But any friends that I have, any family that I have should be telling me, no, you're wrong. You need to go apologize. You need to watch how you talk to him. Stop putting your hands on him.
Damn right.
But Krishan's family doesn't do that. And I feel like
Nah.
that's so popular in the world. Like that's the expectation is no matter what this woman does to you,
You supposed
you
to
treat her like a princess still. And that shouldn't be the case. If she acting like a bitch, treat her like a bitch. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like-
That's very progressive.
Yeah.
That's very
That's just-
progressive.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
see how the dad got mad because he said, "Oh, so you're
Hold
the
on,
one
let me
who
put it-
taught her to hit her man." And dude was like,
Yeah.
"God damn it, no, I nothing.
You don't want to talk to the hands.
Like you taught her how to put the hands on. But yeah, nah, you know.
I was gonna share this real quick. I'm not looking down.
Come on,
I just wanna share this real quick. Go ahead. But
He said, I'm looking down, just looking down at my.
Nah, because I know it looks unprofessional looking down doing something.
You too out. You supposed to. But it's like
Go ahead.
But that's- he said I'm looking down.
Salaki. Nah, you go ahead. Keep
All right,
talking.
okay. It's that's some of the things like you'll see in some of these relationships too, and you'll see the woman being abusive. You'll see sometimes even the men being abusive. You know what I mean? And that's that fed up part. You know what I mean? Where you're not getting anything out what you want, but you might be getting something out to where you're not going to leave, or you know that person ain't going to leave. Like it's people be like, if you see a handsome dude, right, with a real, sloppy looking chick, they all automatically be like, oh, he weak because he got somebody that he in that relationship because he controlling, not because he love her. Maybe that's just tight, you know what I'm saying? But because she all big and sloppy and everything, everybody gonna say in that relationship is that he's controlling her because she knows that she can't get no better. You see what I'm saying? So like that's just the mentality of some of these, unfortunately, how some of these relationships go.
I think
you talking about like, hold on, could you say that one more time?
Like in relationships, like a lot of times it's people settle. You know what I mean? In relationships, some people do it because they know they can control an individual. You know what I mean? But just because that's how some of the mentalities are, doesn't necessarily mean that's what always is happening.
I think
right.
You know what I mean?
I think I'm not sure exactly what your opinion is on it. But I believe settling is a beautiful thing. Settling is how you.
I disagree with that.
I say it's beautiful. I say settling because not necessarily settling before you marry, before you talk to somebody, but settling while you're in the relationship. That's a beautiful thing is because that's how you keep the relationship alive.
But that's
She wore me
different.
down.
But that's different.
Yeah,
That's
real
different
shit.
from.
Real shit.
That's
a good
not
thing.
the same as settling for somebody.
Right.
Because settling for somebody means
That's what I'm talking-
That's
that
the
means
controlling factor.
I know that I'm really not attracted to you. I know that I really don't want to be with you, but
No, that's not what I'm saying.
But nobody else
I'm
want me.
saying that's what he's saying.
Oh,
Right.
Well, that's not what I'm talking about.
Right.
What I'm talking about is
Being with somebody.
when you've been with somebody for 14 years,
Right.
and you've been with them for 14 years, and they ain't loving you the way you want to be loved. Now you could move on at 69 and say,
Good night.
"Hey, I'm gonna go try my feet in the market one more time, get one more good shot in this dating market at 69,
Right. Good night.
and see what happens to me." Or you could say, "I should settle for this so-called not loving me the way I want to be loved."
And
Right.
And
fix it.
maybe
Maybe it's me.
this is the smart decision. Maybe not this decision that necessarily feels good.
Right.
Not the decision that gives me warm butterflies and excitement, but this decision that's smart and reasonable
Right.
is to stay with this man that I've been rocking with for 14 years.
At that point, it's a partnership.
Right. Exactly.
And,
You know what I mean?
and I think at some point, as far as it's now, I wouldn't say necessarily. Everybody got to settle on some level, but definitely once you with somebody, you have to once you lay down with somebody, you eventually have to be able to suffer through their flaws.
Right.
If not, you have what we have today, which is a woman that's 69 years old,
Damn.
Yeah.
breaking up with her husband
Yeah.
to go do
69.
what I don't know, but she divorced her husband.
What, to meet a nigga at the club? The
Exactly.
nigga's gonna treat you the same way.
The same way.
You have women, you have men who leave women all the time,
Right.
because she says
Thinking they're
something,
going to get something better.
a woman all the time leaving their man in and out of relationships since fucking high school because you're looking for something that's gonna perfectly make you feel right, just how you want to feel, and that thing does not exist.
You know,
Right,
you know,
exactly. I appreciate that.
This perfect guy that you're gonna find is gonna do everything exactly how you want it. That it doesn't exist.
Right.
Right.
You maybe you can get like 90% of what you want.
Right.
But you're not gonna get the nigga that you saw on TV and in movies. It's not gonna happen.
And
Right.
what you got to
So
understand.
eventually,
I'm sorry.
everybody has to settle one way or the other.
Yeah.
Either before the relationship starts or while you in it. Eventually.
And which you also have to take into consideration is yourself. That person likes who you are today. Nobody else does. You when you go back out. No, this is real right.
I'm loving it. I'm loving the comments. I'm sorry.
When you go back, when you
Oh,
go,
brothers in the comments going crazy.
Don't settle.
No, Don P.
Hold Oh, what
Says-
dog?
Put
Oh,
it-
dog
put it on
big.
the
She
screen.
ain't for the streets.
Yeah.
For the suburbs.
She for the hip replacement.
She for the hip replacement. Jesus Christ.
She for the hip replacement.
Yo, brother shipping tonight.
The nursery home.
They tripping.
But no, it's people. You know, here's what you don't realize, right? See, what it is that you know, for the men, I can't speak for the women. You know what I'm saying? But for the men, women love a kept nigga. You know what I mean? A dude that got somebody. You see what I'm saying? So if you go out and you think you say you go out, right, and you getting attention, and you thinking you the man, like, oh man, shoot, man, if I was single when I go out in the world, man, these women gonna love me. The fact of the matter is, the only person that really love you is the person that you've been with.
Right.
Because when you go out there and you try to be the person that you've been with, try to be the person that's been with you around, you know what I mean? They're not gonna like you, man.
Mhm.
They're not gonna like your stinking socks, man. They're not gonna like you not making the bed when you get up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Leaving your pants in the middle of the floor. They're not gonna like you.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And,
Right.
and what you're gonna do is what? You're gonna change.
Mhm.
You're gonna go out and you're gonna change, and you're gonna be something totally different to appease something that's out there, and you're not gonna like that person. And guess what's gonna
Right.
eventually happen? You're
Right.
gonna go right back to having that going, you know what I mean, clothes in the middle of the floor, your drawers in the, you know what I mean, leaving your boots all over the place. And that person is not gonna like you, and they're gonna say, I don't like how this person is not loving me the way I want to be loved. And
And-
2 years later.
Right, and it goes back to what we were saying about compromise.
Right.
You know, compromise is like the big thing, and then also forgiving too. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, yeah, can you argue with your rib?
Yeah,
Yeah, your
yeah.
rib can argue. She could argue you down in that damn crib, because sometimes a woman be right.
Yeah.
She be right. You
Yes,
know
she
what I mean? Yeah, you not cleaning up and your feet stink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, sometimes I'll be like, God damn, my feet do stink.
They funky with an
So, you know what I mean? But a sister gotta argue like a woman.
Right. Yeah.
That's the difference.
Say that.
Argue like a woman,
Argue
because
like a woman.
once you start running down your pedigree, like,
Right.
look, I get shaken with police. Like when you start arguing with your rib like that, she like, I get
Sue
shaken with
program,
police. Sue program, nigga. I go to war with police. I got attempted murders. Like, goddamn, you
Goddamn.
running out your
Yeah.
shit like a nigga in the hood. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it should not be a nigga with a nigga in the crib. You know what I'm saying? It should be a
Right.
nigga arguing with a female.
Right.
You get my point? And a female arguing with a nigga. It shouldn't be two niggas arguing in there.
Right.
And that's what keeps the house together.
Yeah.
That's what makes the time go by.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Compromise,
Yeah, 'cause
forgiveness,
ain't nothing like that makeup.
all of that compromise, and that's what will keep the house together. Long as we know that we have rules, right? We have rules that we have to abide by to keep this house together.
Right.
Meaning this, I always say this: if you driving home, your rib is drunk, right? Your rib hit somebody. Before the cops get there,
Nigga, you
we
get in
gotta
that driver's
change
seat.
seats.
Yep.
Damn right.
We got to change seats. So when the cops get there, like, look, you're gonna take a breathalyzer. I don't know what happened, officer. I was, they just hopped right out. They came right out at me. I didn't even see them.
I didn't see it.
Well, why did she sleep? I don't know. She just was, had a long night. You know what I
I think she
mean?
bumped her head when
she bumped her head or whatever. She had a long night. But that's what a man has to do. A man has to be willing to jump in that position and die for a woman if need
Right.
be. Go to jail for that woman if need be. But if you're the type of woman that want a man like that, then you're gonna have to be the type of sister that can. What's the word I'm looking for?
She gotta be submissive.
You got to be the type of woman that
authority.
deserves a man like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 'cause
so
it's all about
I know
your decisions, man.
for any wife that I have, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put my life on the line. You're going to deal with these socks. You know what I'm saying? So compromise is on the table. Forgiveness is on the table.
Right.
And longevity will be on the table.
Damn right.
One
Damn
last
right.
thing I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I should have said this at the beginning, but I would say that okay, when you first meet somebody, it's best to assume that it's only gonna get worse. It's best to
Mhm.
assume that nothing is going to change. They're never gonna love you the way that you want to be loved. He never gonna pick up the socks. She never gonna stop talking or what you don't like.
Rolling the neck.
Rolling the neck. She never gonna stop snapping the fingers and rolling the neck.
Right.
It's certain things that you find in the beginning that you may not like or that you may, want to look past. You gotta assume that those things are never gonna change.
Nah.
That if I continue with a relationship with this person,
Right.
it's never gonna change, and this is how it's gonna be. It's better to assume that change is never going to come.
Ooh.
And if you make the conscious decision of saying, okay, they do this, they do that, this may never change.
Right.
I may never be able to fix this.
Right.
Mhm.
And you continue talking to that person, and damn sure if you move on with a sexual relationship with this person,
Mhm.
you got to take a certain level of accountability
Right.
for your decision. If this was already spoken to you, if you already saw these things in the beginning.
That's right.
And because the best course of advice is just assume things are only going to get worse.
You know what?
And to make a decision to yourself, I don't like this, but can I deal with this? Can I deal with this for the rest of my life? That need be. And if you say to yourself, I could, then fuck it, go ahead.
That's it.
But if you say, I really want her to change this, I really want him to change this,
Don't do it.
then you might want to consider not fucking with him.
If I may, sir, if I may, what you're saying is so heavy, all right? And the reason why it's so heavy is because that was one of the pieces of advice that I took from my pop,
right.
You know what I mean, in searching for my rib, you know what I'm saying? A lot, and he would always say it, like right when him and my mom would get into an argument. And right at the argument, he used to always say, let me tell you something, man. My dad used to be like, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Whatever gets on your nerves with a woman before you get married is 10 times worse afterwards. So he would tell me every single time, listen, man, whatever gets on your nerve, whatever annoys you about the woman before you get serious is 10 times worse once you do. So every single time I was looking, I would look for certain things. And if it annoyed me, I'd be like, damn, can I deal with this or can I do with that? Because it's gonna be 10 times worse when we get together. You know what I mean? Once we marry. And because of that, I believe I made a good decision in finding my rib. You know what I'm saying? Because it's some things she get on my nerves about, but I can handle those things. You know what I'm saying?
A good argument is good.
Yeah.
A good argument is healthy. You know what I'm saying?
I can suffer through.
You gotta be able to, and you want to have a marriage that's going to actually last your whole life. You got to be able to suffer through things.
That's right.
Exactly.
Shout out to Masamar, man. He said, Masamar said, expect work. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, expect work, man. And this is man, drop a bomb for Masamar, please.
Go with
Masamar, man.
I went the wrong way, but
straight from the comment.
Don P said he liked the energy, man. That's right, Don P. Can you share this joint? Listen, hey, look, you like this energy?
Put that hands in your finger.
Yeah, let's see your energy.
This finger right hand just hit the share button.
Yeah, that's right.
He's like, I ain't sharing this shit.
I ain't sharing shit.
So you know what?
I'm never gonna share with
Talking about compromise. I ain't compromising shit.
I like this. I like the way the show is going so far. There's good energy. This show is very therapeutic. Yeah. If you need to, get that therapy for your relationships, we don't need to listen to what's her name?
Ayamla.
Yeah, her. We don't need to listen to her.
Right.
You can listen to us, man.
Right.
The brothers and sisters right here in ISUBK, man.
That's right.
Realistic sound advice.
Right. We all got relationships.
I ain't listening to no bitch that got divorced at 69. I'm sorry.
69.
If you was a woman and you chose to get divorced, like you brought the papers.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't kick you out. You kicked him out. I'm not listening to shit you got to say about no
But
marriage.
she does all therapies. Like I remember watching the
I never liked her
the
therapies,
Braxton
though.
Family Values. Tamara Braxton.
Relationship advice.
She did their therapy too. She did.
I saw some
70 years old.
I've seen her say things that are true, that are right, that are good advice. But as far as relationship advice, you lose all credibility.
Right. At 70 years old, I mean, let's be honest. At 70 years old, older women only have sex one way. Her legs gonna go straight in the air like that. You can try to move like this. You can be like,
missionary.
Ow. Take it easy, baby.
Slow down. Take your time, baby.
Take your time.
Yeah. So who want to deal with that? Anybody trying to deal with that?
I guess.
Yeah, you're 70 years old.
Right.
You got sex with her. She gonna be like, I got a son your age.
And most men her age, they're still trying to go date. They're not trying to get women their age.
Yeah.
They trying to get women that's young.
Right.
A nigga that's 70 that's still trying to get a woman is not gonna get a 70-year-old
Right.
woman.
Look, I got you. As soon as I take this pill.
I'm gonna get all the way.
I'm gonna get all the way. As soon as I take this pill.
It's like when I was 25.
Yeah. We got Princess Ash, UPK, man. She said, hey,
up,
stay sis, shalom, sis.
She from Nashville.
Yeah, we got sis. Yeah, that's right. We got her up here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna read this one comment, then we're gonna go on, y'all. We're gonna go on. Yeah, y'all tune in tonight. We got a special show for y'all tonight.
Yeah.
We're gonna roll out. We're gonna rock out tonight.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's Clubhouse tonight.
Right.
All right. So let's get it. Okay, so let me read the sister's comment. Salakia. All right. It says, choose wisely. See, women make the mistake of thinking you can change a man.
Damn.
But you can't.
That's heavy.
She got the scriptures.
Whoa.
She's the
Oh, wait.
scriptures right now.
Wait.
But you can.
You can change a man. All right.
Let me explain.
You can change.
Let me
You can,
explain
you
what
can,
I mean.
but you can.
I'm only saying that because
I wouldn't hope to.
just like you can change a man, you could.
Ooh,
Y'all
Anybody
can
can-
make, but when I say you can, I mean for the better. Y'all can better each other. You better each other may just mean
I changed.
you change. Like, okay, a nigga could take a shower every 4 days. He get with a woman, she like, baby, you stink. You know, you gotta get it together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, woo.
Wait,
He just probably start taking a shower every day, and then
Right. Nah, I
you know what I
understand
mean.
that.
Like
4
that's
days,
like a
shit,
terrible
Everybody,
example.
that's a smaller. But everybody is capable of change.
Some
Right.
change is
Yeah.
better, and
I don't know
it's
why I want
nothing wrong with
relationship
like.
so impossible.
Because I feel like me and him have changed each other. We haven't been together for that long,
Right.
but I feel like we've changed each other for the better. And now I'm not trying to change him like, oh yeah, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this.
No, but I think that y'all made a wise decision,
Yeah, but
man. I mean, I
everybody
think that
says
y'all are a great couple.
Yeah.
But anybody,
You know, I think y'all are a great
anybody,
couple.
He's all right. He's all right.
everybody can change. I don't know why when it comes to relationships, people act like it's so impossible.
Everybody can
But
change.
anybody can change.
Oh,
God.
anybody can change.
Right.
And really to make a relationship work, you shouldn't be focused on. You can't have two people that are focused on changing each other.
Right.
You need two people that are focused on changing themselves.
Right.
Facts.
If you got
That's
two
it.
people you need to stop that, you need to stop this. That's never gonna
Never
work.
gonna work.
If they both is focused on you submitting to my power all the time, or you submitting to her power all the time.
Mhm.
That's not gonna work. What's gonna work more is to have people who are not purely focused on person to mold how they want them to be, but how can I become a better person?
Right.
If I'm
And if you can have two people that want to change, that want to become a better person, relationship wise, and
It's perfect.
furthermore,
Mhm.
that's what works. But two people that just trying to get you to conform to what exactly the man or woman that you want them to be,
right.
that's always
Right.
gonna fail.
You want to say something?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay,
I was
nah.
going because Cap just be bringing out so much.
No, I mean,
stuff,
we
man.
want to give everybody a chance to speak. We want to give everybody a chance to speak.
God, no, he bringing out some heavy points, man. Because the fact of the matter is, like, you got to be willing to you know what I mean, to change and things like that. But what you also got to undo as the partner, don't be putting expectations on your partner that you know
They
is
can't-
just
they
like
can't
way
meet.
out.
Yeah, be patient.
Maybe you thinking about the person at your job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Yeah,
your work
fantasizing.
husband. Your
Yeah,
work
your
husband.
work husband. And you like, well, how come you don't wear ascots? Like, what the
That's
what
what
is
an
an
ascot.
ascot? What
Like
the
Nigga, I'm not a mascot.
Like, how come you don't write me poems? Poems?
The
Like,
fuck?
what the freak? I ain't writing no goddamn poems. You want me to write poems?
That's the
man?
work husband.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on with you? How come you
Yeah.
don't send me stuff just on a random because it's Wednesday? I'm like,
Mhm.
what movie is this you want? You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Have certain expectations that you know what that person can meet.
Mhm.
Don't try to have them exceeding something that they just totally not. If you got a hood nigga, you got a hood nigga.
You're not
He's
writing
not
a
going to
poem.
be in the office. You know what I mean?
You might write you a rap.
That's what you make better decisions. That's what it really comes down to. You know what I'm
If
saying?
I could, I just want to read the rest of it just to get
Go
the
ahead.
sister out the way. It says, if you can change a man, it says, okay, choose wisely. See, women make the mistake of thinking that you could
Change
change
a
a
man.
man.
Right.
Men
Can change a woman,
can change a woman, but
it
it's
is
a-
an art, not a science. Pay attention to what I'm saying. It's if she for the streets, so I think
Leave it there. Yeah, leave it there.
she's saying.
I don't really get it.
Yeah. I
Dibble
think
dabble.
it sounded like it sounded like they said, I thought it was a man. It's like- but I believe he's saying that that men can't be changed.
We can.
Men can't be changed.
Yeah.
And a woman can be changed by a man, but it still takes patience.
If a man go after a one that's
sorry.
outside
No,
his
no,
league,
I'm confused.
That's what they're saying. I don't agree.
Uncle first.
if a dude
I'm
chasing
confused.
after a woman that's
Confused.
outside his
Confused.
league, he will definitely change.
Shout out to
But he will
Nahazar
revert.
Gabar.
70 to some.
He will go back.
All right, so at the
That's
70
what
sun halfway down over the ocean.
Like
Okay,
you about to die.
okay, yeah. Okay.
Y'all ain't get that metaphor?
What's that right there?
At 70, the sun is halfway down. Oh,
At 70 years old.
He's 70 years old. He is.
We done with that
Yeah,
conversation.
because
so
you know what?
we didn't know.
Hey, Shakari, you know
These
what?
are older comments.
50 is you over the hill.
Yeah, because you.
Yeah.
That's what they, you know what I mean?
That's like
you
officially
consider over the
middle-aged.
hill. That's when you like,
So what am I?
okay, so when
I'm
you
in the
get,
grass. I'm in the craft.
when you like 45, 50, that's when like you gotta try to be a rapper, try to be a whatever you were
Yeah,
trying to
whatever
do.
it is.
Whatever. All your shit that you
You
want
got-
to
you
do.
at your
You better do it
You
now.
don't do nothing now. You ain't gonna
You
do
ain't got
nothing.
no
do it
more. You
now.
better get it over with.
Because you
right
know,
now.
Figure it out.
once you're gonna be that old man.
At the club with the keys, like I got some sodas in the back of the van.
And you know what? Men come to terms with that.
where my keys at?
They call it a midlife crisis. It's where men you come to terms with your mortality.
Right.
You come to terms that you're at an age where people die, and you know, and you lived a life not long in your eyes, in your brain. You feel that was long enough, but you see so many people die at that age that you reached,
Yeah.
and so you start to come to terms with that, and you say, "Well, damn,
I need a Corvette.
now I'm only living because it's literally a blessing from the Lord for me to get this far."
Right.
And you start to feel like the things that you haven't done, you want to do because you want to at least give it the last shot.
Right. Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
So your
But-
Royal Oats.
But what it ends up happening is, you know, and you see those type of people in the club. You see the auntie. You see
Yeah,
the
you do.
auntie. in
You
the
definitely
club.
do.
Aunt, somebody need to
See
get
the
their
auntie.
auntie.
She's
Auntie in the
dancing by
club.
herself.
Auntie dropping it like it's hot.
And she falls too.
But
Body
it
look
ain't.
all
But it ain't no nigga back there.
Not one.
She got it. She bent all the way over.
Yep.
And ain't nobody back there.
I saw the old joint at a college party,
Oh.
Damn.
and she was like my mom's age. Okay, she appeared to be my mom's age.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, right.
She appeared
Don't
to
be
be my
don't be dissing
mom's
Taza
age.
Wire now.
Mhm. Mm,
Well, if my mom was in a college party,
right.
It's a
She
college
be
party.
that motherfucker be hot.
Now I understand what he's saying
She be like,
because
yeah, oh,
no, right. But see,
She be snapping.
but when it comes to that point,
step to the class.
which to your point, when it comes to that point, and to Captain Ariana's point, it's like age appropriate.
Mm.
Yeah.
Things have to be age appropriate too.
Yeah.
So
because I feel like somebody trying to midlife crisis, like you
right,
trying
I'm talking about the old head
live-
that's in there with the 18-year-old.
They
No,
should-
no,
they should
because
be-
you know what?
trying to live your
You
whole
was- you was-
past to do
you-
things you
you-
never did or whatever bullshit.
Kind of like you do see them every homecoming,
Some old heads.
autumn college homecoming
It
parties.
was around that. It was around that time. It was like early in the.
Yeah, because I remember when I was in college, and we used to get mad at the old heads that be coming back. And I mean, like this nigga, like 40 some odd years old at the daggone college party, dancing with the young Jones. You know what I mean? Still walking around. Doing
them cute dogs.
Synchronized dances.
Yeah, you know what I
Annoying
mean?
as
That
hell.
is annoying as hell.
throwing your knees
Yeah.
up to your chin.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you know
Mark it.
it's rough, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, women, y'all could be single too long.
right.
A sister,
Ooh,
man,
wait.
look, hey, look, you meet a sister, she be like, I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that. I take care of my kids, I pay my own bills. Like, God damn, ugh. I don't want to be over here because you seem that you don't need no man. So yeah, sis, you can go. You want to play something?
No, I was going to play the one joint, but I hit the wrong button.
Sis, you can be too single. All right.
Yeah,
Look, man, learn how to compromise, learn how to forgive. You know what I'm saying? And you can get your man that you desire. All right.
right.
Otherwise, you're gonna be like that old lady that's in the club. She's might not be that old, but she's a little bit too old to be
You're
in
a little
here.
seasoned. You know
And-
you old when they say you seasoned.
And guess what? You're gonna end up on somebody's Facebook, somebody's Instagram, and they're gonna say, "Somebody get your auntie."
Get your auntie out here.
All right. So
Somebody-
look. All right.
All right,
So
we did.
yeah. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, we
Wrap
done,
up the
we done,
relationships.
man, you got to get your own relationship advice, man, for somewhere
Yeah,
else.
for real.
But
Go
Don't go to
to therapy.
Ayala.
But I want y'all to listen, man, to what Shakara is saying.
You gotta figure
I
out.
want y'all to listen to what she said. She said, you know, even though his feet stink, you need to be with that man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
he
you
got
gotta
other-
be willing to compromise,
Right.
not try to save that man. I mean, not try to change that man. And more importantly, y'all not try to change each other,
Right.
but y'all work on
Change.
changing yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
You
And
know what I'm
he'll
saying?
wash them. If he has that mentality, he'll wash them feet.
That's right.
Damn
And
right.
if you got that mentality, sometimes you just be quiet.
Because he smell them
Right.
too.
Again.
He smell them.
And y'all need to listen because guess what? This vidcast that we having right now is therapeutic.
Yes, right.
And it's for everybody to get on the floor and voice their opinions.
Right.
And this is what we're about. We about bringing families together.
That's right.
Bringing relationships and giving them the advice so that they can stay together, man.
We got to give them good advice.
You know what I'm saying? So check this out. We're going to go into the next topic,
What's
man.
the next topic?
We talking about Christmas?
Hit it.
Okay.
Let's talk about Christmas.
Let's talk about Christmas.
So, let me see.
Let's hear
Shapat Dayak said,
Let's hurt.
wearing a gold chain. He said
Hey,
his
that
grand-
nigga was
he
swagged
said-
out though.
He said his grandfather started wearing
My
gold chains
grandpa
and
was swagged
sweatsuits.
out.
Damn.
Let me down when he had
like
this.
an old head though.
Wearing a
That is
tie.
the
Wearing
old
a tie.
man.
No, but that's real cap because
Hey,
gold
Spot, they
chain
wearing
and sweatsuit
tie. They
sound
wearing
like
tie
old
dyes. They
Swagged
wearing
out
tie
old man
one
right there. He's
sweatsuits.
pimping.
Because I imagine Adidas tracksuit
yeah,
with a dookie chain.
yeah.
What's the chains they used to wear in the 80s?
The Dookie
Yeah,
chain,
the
the
Dookie
Dookie chain.
chain.
Yeah,
What's
the
the
Dookie
official
chain.
name for it?
It's
That
the
look
rope.
like Dookie
It's the
chain.
rope.
The
chain.
rope
chain,
yeah,
okay.
the real fashion.
With a Kango hat. That's what I
Hey,
imagine
man,
when he
listen,
said
man.
That was a lot of gold, though.
That sounds like a dope outfit.
That was a lot of gold.
Real,
But you know what? I know what you're saying because you know what? Like, because I'm at an age now where
I'm about to
you know,
rock a tie one.
where I feel like I don't know. It's kind of like the things that I couldn't afford when I was younger, I get now.
I do. I did buy.
So my shoe game is pretty good.
You got
You got a pretty nice shoe
the
game.
Patrick's. The
Yeah,
Patrick
I
Ewings.
got a pretty nice shoe game.
Yeah.
I'm not bragging on my shoe game,
Right.
but goddamn, it had to wait till I got to this age to do it.
Yeah, I do.
But my life sucks.
midlife shoe crisis.
I'll say it again.
A midlife shoe crisis. You're like, I need to get them
I
pumps.
need to get them new pumps, man. I've been waiting for them. I ain't
I
get them
can't
pumps.
go
when I
without my pumps, man.
Yeah, he said the herringbone. The brother got a herringbone. Look, herringbone.
Herringbone. Now, herringbones is
Handbone
dope.
is not what I was talking about, but
Yeah,
that's
the herringbones is little thick Jones, little thick. Yeah,
yeah.
herringbone chains, man. You had a herringbone
That's how-
chains and a 2-finger ring. It was over.
Yeah, I like those now though. 2-finger ring.
Yeah, I give me a 2-finger.
If I can find a 2-finger ring,
I
right?
heard- I heard
with the
niggas
shield
talking
on
about
it,
the
if I can
hair.
find a 2-finger ring with shield on it,
Yeah.
that's dope.
Yeah,
Hey,
we can get it, but we gotta get it made though.
kind of what kind?
Yeah,
I feel like,
know a
I
place
feel
where
like
you
you
go
get a
Vegas.
2-finger ring, you
Yeah.
gotta like pimp at least one hoe. Like,
Yeah.
like,
You gotta do this at least one time. Be like,
you like at least a pimp for a night.
Cat, I know where we can get. I know where we can get the 2-finger ring made at.
2-finger rings is just like
But we gotta go to Vegas though.
word.
Because in
Can I-
Vegas,
can I
at
get it
the place I
delivered?
went, the flea market where I went,
Yeah.
you can get fitted for the 2, 4, 5 ring fit.
You know what? I
No, the
get-
2 or the 4. The 2 to 4, you can get the 4 like Bootsy.
Get a 4 like
Let's say,
ready
you know,
Raheem.
Bootsy should say
Yeah.
boss man. You can get the 4 joint, but
I might get it.
you're
I
gonna
might
have to
get
stay down
two.
there for at least a week.
Actually, a
I'm gonna get
4-finger joint would be dope though. Yeah,
As long as I can close my hand with it, I might wear it.
I would wear a 4
Yeah.
finger and be
4
like,
is
be
like
like love,
4 is like ridiculous to me.
peace,
Oh, do it again.
love,
Look,
peace.
but ultimately, but check this out. But ultimately, in any relationship, I want obedience. Down. Up, down.
Shout out to Nature. Shout out to
Oh,
Nature Boy.
shit.
That nigga there.
All right, look, let's keep it moving, man. Y'all tripping, man.
All praise to the 3 God. That nigga was wild.
That shit was funny as hell, man. I'm ready to move. He got. Woo-ha.
All praise
Right,
to the
yeah.
most honorable God of
He had
universe
dudes.
and
He
stars.
had dudes taking off his Timbs and rubbing his feet. Good night.
Can you drop a bomb for Parakia,
Oh, God.
please? She was, I don't know, man. Was you at the joint, the feast of Hanukkah? Salakia, I just found out.
Hanukkah.
No, or whatever her name is. If your name is.
Oh, so like, you want to read that? No, you want
I
to
think
read
they in
that?
there arguing.
Okay.
As long as you argue with somebody. But we can't see the argument.
Probably.
We can't see the other side of the argument.
Okay, yeah. So shout out to the 35 people that's in here. Damn, y'all
Yeah,
lit.
yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
lit tonight.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah, so if y'all can share it to social media.
Yeah, man, get it out, man. Don't
you know
forget
what
to
I'm
like, subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel, man, so y'all can get all the new content when we dropping videos, when we dropping, you know what I mean, what's the other thing we do?
Oh, the skits.
The skits.
Yeah.
What we be doing, man?
We be doing all types of stuff, man. We try and get it all the way up, man. Eventually, man, we probably gonna doing plays. We gonna do all that good stuff.
All right, so look, I'm gonna share the link into the chat real quick. So I'm gonna just take this quick break so that we can share this real quick in the chat. All right.
Word.
All right.
Silence.
Sleeping heavenly peace.
To it. All right, let's get back into it. I shared it. I put it in the chat. Y'all can link, hit that link. You know what I'm saying, and that'll get y'all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So we want to talk about Tory Lanez. Y'all want to go to Tory Lanez?
Okay, I would think Christmas. Oh, Salaki.
Christmas is a good.
Either that or Christmas. Salaki.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all want to go to Christmas?
Those are the two
Merry
biggest
Christmas.
things to talk about.
All right, let's go to Christmas.
Merry
first.
New Year.
All right. So
Christmas and New Year coming up, right?
Merry Christmas. Ain't no Christmas,
Merry Christmas. Ain't no Christmas.
Ain't no Christmas, man.
Shoot.
okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't celebrate Christmas. I just put gifts under the tree.
I just buy my kids gifts.
I
on
just buy
December
my kids
25th.
gift, and
I don't do no Christmas.
I don't do no Christmas. I just travel and get with my family.
I just every December 25th I go see my family, but I don't celebrate no
But
Christmas.
I don't celebrate no Christmas.
I ain't in all.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby?
I ain't in all.
you know what? It's like there's nothing more we can say at this point.
What's that?
You know, pretty much. It's like I think at this point, a lot of people are just committed.
I
yeah, at this point,
I
hell yeah.
realize that being in the truth with certain things is just saying the same point
Yeah.
over
Over and
Over.
over. And
and over. Because the same thing I said, I think I probably said about this last year, I'm going
Yep.
to say tonight.
Right.
But it's just like it comes with it. Like if you on a mission to make like wide societal cultural change, you just gotta say the same shit.
Over and over. I
After year.
did a part 1 and
After
part 2
year.
series to this.
You gonna do the same shit next year
I'm gonna do it again.
again. It's crazy, but
If I could, I would do it on New Year's Eve at 12 o'clock.
Christmas is always so perplexing to me because there are so many little small customs that go along with the Christmas tradition
Right.
that nobody takes the time to research,
None.
get an explanation on,
None.
find out. Like we all are taught that it's the birthday of Christ.
None.
And I can on a service level, if you don't know, if you ain't got no deep knowledge, it's Christ's birthday. We're gonna celebrate Christ's birthday because he died for all of our sins.
Right.
I get that. But what is this? What is this? This tree got to do with anything?
Well,
If it's Christ's birthday, why am I getting the gifts? Why is there a star on top of the tree? What does this mistletoe and kissing under there have to do with anything?
What the gifts for?
Where does Santa? Why do I believe that there's a man in the North Pole that's going to bring my kids gifts?
Right.
It's a bunch of little things in Christmas. Christmas is full. Other holidays don't have as many, but Christmas has so many little small traditions attached to it.
Right.
Outside of just the so-called biblical perspective of it.
Right.
That I don't understand why nobody just takes the time to look at why the fuck am I putting a Christmas tree in my house?
Maybe because it's too
why
much.
am I putting a tree in my house?
It's too much.
Because
to
they
look
don't care. It's too fun.
It's
You
too
don't
much.
want
Okay,
it.
what
but
did
you
y'all
don't.
think? Okay, I just want to
Man, you don't
did
feel
y'all
what you
think?
feel when the Temptations play, man.
when y'all celebrate, what did y'all think the tree meant?
What did I think the tree meant?
That tree meant I get presents.
Yeah.
You put the presents under the tree. You get to decorate it all
Like,
pretty.
what did you think it meant?
Nothing.
What did it
That's what
You
I'm
know what-
saying.
you know
I
what?
just-
him.
If,
Oh.
when I was a young boy growing up,
Just asking me.
what it was just decoration.
Exactly.
You know, it was decoration. It made your house look real nice, and it was competition.
Yeah.
You wanted to make sure that you had the best lit house on the neighborhood.
Right.
But you know what my father told me? It's a damn bill.
That's real shit.
My dad was like, "Listen, man, make sure you turn them lights off before you come upstairs, and if you don't, that's your ass." You know what I'm saying? Because he cared about paying a bill, he cared about fires, he cared about everything else. That's your ass. You know what I mean? All we cared about was lighting up the daggone tree. I used to have the best, meanest G.I. Joe war battles on the tree. Y'all don't know about G.I. Joes. I mean G.I. Joes, Transformers. That was my thing. But man, I used to have the meanest battles on that Christmas tree. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was. It was about decoration. You know what I mean? It wasn't about like, oh, we put this tree up because it means, well, when we was real young, it was like, you got to have a tree because Santa Claus ain't coming unless you got a tree. You got to have a tree in the house. But then what was the chimney about? You know what I'm saying? And I remember saying to my pop, well, we ain't got no chimney, so Santa Claus ain't coming. You know what I'm saying? I remember one night, I remember my last time believing in Santa Claus, I stayed up late as hell looking out the window waiting for Santa to come.
The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat right now. Listen, link is in the chat. Hit it up.
That nigga never came. You know what I mean? And I said, I ain't believing in Santa no more. And that was that. And I was probably about, 6 17 years old. It's like, no,
Damn.
I'm bullshit.
For 2 seconds, I believe you. Like, God damn, nigga. Like, God damn.
Hey, you know what? That's what you call just talking.
This nigga was deep in the lie.
I was seeing if y'all was listening.
Yeah.
I said, God damn,
That was a joke.
That was a joke. I was fooling y'all.
this nigga believe in anything.
Yeah, I mean, you know what?
Oh, shit.
It felt good. Like when you see like movies like Home Alone,
Yeah.
and you see like Christmas Story, you
Christmas
know,
Story.
those movies that come on every year.
Yeah.
It felt like it's really a true spirit that's in the
It's
earth.
definitely a spirit that's in the air with
It's
Christmas.
definitely a spirit.
Home Alone was a good movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie. And
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
it was funny as hell.
the house, the tree, the gifts,
You never watched Home Alone?
the gifts, Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
You know, the dude that
You know,
Michael
this
Jackson
right
was
here.
molesting. The dude that Michael Jackson was molesting.
That boy.
But he denied it in court though.
We gotta watch
yeah.
Home Alone.
That boy who actually looks like a Christmas character because he got that funny, he got a weird beard and everything. Dude look weird as hell.
But that movie, you know what I'm saying? Like those things like when we were kids, or when
Yeah.
I was a kid, it kind of like resonated and that's what Christmas was. It was white
was a
Christmas.
spirit.
It was a nice house. It was a nice tree. It was gifts, all that family.
Yeah.
And those are that and I realize now that was a lot of the brainwashing that I had to, you know, endure while I was younger.
Right.
Right. But those things made me want to be involved with Christmas. Even when I was younger, I slept under the tree
Yeah.
because the lights just,
It was
you
just
know, I mean,
amazing.
I'm a young nigga. I'm
Yeah.
a kid. You know what I mean? That shit means something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then when you get older, you realize that it doesn't mean anything. And it's about,
Well, you know what? I can't even say that
And-
when you get older.
right. But no, but I get where you going with it.
Yeah.
I get where you going with it. You're going to say, well, matter of fact, I don't want to say what you're going to say. Go ahead and say what you're going to say. I don't want to do that.
That giving spirit. You know what I mean? Like you don't think about people the whole year. And I mean, you don't think about people, but it seems to right around that time, that's when you be like, you know what? I'm gonna get this gift for such and such, and I'm gonna get a gift for so and so. You know what I mean? All because I want them to be like, oh man, thank you. You know what I mean? You want that,
and that's exactly what I was gonna say. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Right.
It's like you read my mind.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. You knew what it was. Man. You know me. Yes, I know about you.
You know, look, nobody cares about the birth of Jesus.
Nobody.
Nobody cares. Like,
Nobody.
About none of that.
even a nigga who tried to make Kwanzaa, nobody gives a fuck about
Nobody gives a
Kwanzaa.
fuck about
Nobody gives a good
Nobody
goddamn about Kwanzaa.
What you gonna give me?
What's the colors of the Kwanzaa candles?
I don't want no damn corn husk for a present.
I want something from Best Buy.
I don't want no damn shea butter for a present.
Right.
Nigga, get what
shea
Xbox set. You give a nigga shea butter and corn husk. And then not even
Wait,
the
is that
corn.
what they do?
The corn, I read it. I think I saw it somewhere. But the corn, it's the corn with all the colors on it, like the Native Americans used to eat. You give a niggas
damn.
corn husk and fucking candles and shea butter.
Right. Nobody gives a damn about Kwanzaa.
And
Nobody gives a damn about Kwanzaa,
what
man.
video game could I play with an unk? How could I get on Xbox Live with some shea butter? I can't.
You can't, man.
Nut ass goddamn black.
Slippery ass butter.
Nobody gives a damn about Kwanzaa. Nobody
Right.
gives a damn about the birth of Christ.
Nobody.
What we care about is gifts.
Gifts.
What we care about is self-gratification.
Exactly.
And it has nothing to do at all with the birth of Christ.
Nothing.
And so, you know, and that's why Christmas is so evil.
Right.
It's so wicked, and you should not be celebrating it
Right.
if you stand with the Lord.
Right.
Period. You know what I'm saying? And there's no compromise on that. I know we're talking about compromise with relationships, but on that,
Ain't no
there's no compromise. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about Yule log. What the heck is a Yule log?
We got books on that. You know, you can read a book, Two Babylons, to
Yeah,
tell you
Christmas
everything
is,
that you need.
I learned about it. I learned about it just recently. I didn't realize that people were scared to death.
Yeah.
The whole winter solstice thing, man. Isn't that a bunch of orgies?
Christmas in a nutshell. I'm gonna make it quick for everybody, so we can continue to talk our shit.
Yeah.
But to make it the quickest history lesson I can give you from what I know is that Christmas is basically a hodgepodge of like some biblical information, ancient Roman customs,
Yep. Greek.
and Greek customs, and some of it dates back to all the way to Babylon. But it's basically the Christmas we have today is basically you taking biblical, like real biblical things that are true, like Christ and things like that, Mary and all that. You're taking some biblical context, wrapping it with modern day Christianity, and putting it together with old pagan Roman customs
Yep.
that predate Christianity.
Right.
And that's the bottom line. We're sold a lie that Christmas is the worship is the celebration of Christ's birthday.
Nah.
But for one, Christmas predates. I'm sorry. These customs that we do during Christmas time predate Christ.
Right.
They predate Christianity
Right.
altogether.
Mm-hmm.
And they are and another thing they say is that this is Christ's birthday. But if you read the Bible once or twice, you know that Christ was born around a time where they collected taxes in Rome.
Right.
And during that
And
time,
the
they collected taxes during the springtime.
Right.
So no, there's no exact date about where Christ. You can't really prove an exact date.
Right.
But have some round about the springtime, because around that time, you read in the scriptures, they was collecting taxes in Rome.
Right.
And do historical research, you know that the Romans collected taxes around the springtime.
And didn't it say something about the sheep as well?
Yeah, they were out.
Yeah, it said
by night.
the sheep herders were out at that time,
Right.
and they wouldn't have been out.
So they're gonna be out in the dead of winter, huh?
Yeah, they wouldn't have been out because it's been so cold.
They would have been in the barn.
Right.
And
hey, in the middle of the barn. All right,
I love that
Yeah.
song.
that is my
so,
song.
so the Romans, like he was saying, they worship the winter solstice, which I believe is like the shortest day
Mhm.
of the year.
Mm.
And right after that, the days start getting longer, and then you start
Right.
getting back into the spring and winter, spring and
Right.
summer.
Right.
Right.
So the Romans they would have pagan customs. Pagan just means essentially it means you worshipped, the elements.
Right.
Back
Sun, the moon, the
in
stars,
old
the fall,
times,
the winter.
Europeans these white people that worshipped, the sun, the moon, the stars,
Right.
the water, the seasons.
Right.
They were pagans. These pagan customs, they would have a festival called Saturnalia,
Yep.
which was centered around
Okay.
like you said, the winter solstice.
Mm-hmm.
They would get together, they would join with their family,
Right.
singing, decoration.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the customs that we do in Christmas today
They be raping
come
you.
from Saturnalia, which, like I said, predates Christianity.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so once Romans decided to take on Christianity as their main religion,
Mm-hmm.
they began, in order to get people to easily become Christian,
They did the
they
same
would
thing.
merge the old customs
Right.
with the new ones.
Right.
So in order for us to get these people to worship Christ or follow Christ, we got to say that Christ was born on this day that you was already celebrating anyway.
Right.
Christ is somehow tied into this thing that you was doing regardless
Exactly.
of Christ.
Right.
But to make it easier for you to follow, we're going to merge it together with this thing that you've been doing. Please come to my church and give me your tithes and donations.
And it's the same
Because now you can freely worship Christ
right.
and do the same custom you've been doing for the past thousands of years.
Yeah, Saturnalia.
And it's and this how you know it's a bunch of BS, because the same thing that folks is doing out in the streets is what they doing in the church.
What you mean by
You know what I mean? It's like folks they'll be in a Christian church. They got trees in the church. They got all the gifts under the tree. They do everything inside the church, and they saying they love Jesus. But guess what? Somebody that doesn't know Jesus, and instead of saying Christmas, they say Xmas. They doing the same exact thing.
Right, same exact thing.
Same exact thing.
Never going to church. You in the
You
church
would-
one day
Right.
of your life.
One day out of life. Just
And
like
you have the same exact
the
custom.
same exact custom. You know what I mean? That's why and it's people on the streets, they doing orgies. Like I was watching, I was trying to play a documentary this week. The joint was not working.
It was acting crazy.
It was acting crazy.
It made me turn away from it.
Yeah.
I went to something else.
I was like, damn, man, this joint is not working.
Let you fail.
But that's all right. That's all right, man. It'll be another time. But that joint, it brought out so much about how what they explain what they do is their Roman traditions, their Greek traditions, and how they just all they did was they just changed the name.
It's really all
You know what I
they
mean? They just was like, you know what? Yeah, we got the Christmas tree, but you know what? Now the Christmas tree represents new life. Now instead of putting, decking the tree with all this type stuff, now we're going to say the apple. We're going to put apples on the tree, and the apples represent what Adam and Eve was. You know what I mean? And all this stuff, and the wreath and things go around the head. That's the thorns. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
They try to say everything just to put Christ's name on it, but the Bible clearly tells you not to do that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because they were sacrificing their babies. You know.
Let me show y'all this real quick. Now this is like I'm gonna put this on the screen for y'all real quick. This is just a sidebar real quick, but I wanted y'all to see this. This is a master cut video for the Christians that don't want to accept the Apocrypha.
Oh, yes,
Right?
yes, let's
Check it out.
This is a massive Bible, and
Huh?
yes, it's as heavy as it looks. It's a first edition King James Bible that was printed in 1611. So this is over 4 centuries old. And I'm going to open it up to the New Testament title page. Bibles typically have at least a general title page at the beginning and a New Testament title page. That's a little trick for you. If you find a Bible that doesn't have a title page, look for the New Testament and you may be able to find out the date. So there's the New Testament title page. It's dated 1611. And on the other side, we have the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha was included in the first edition King James Bible and was taken out.
Yeah,
There's the New Testament title page. It's dated 1611.
1611.
And on the other side, we have the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha.
See that?
Mm-hmm.
He said on the other side it has the Apocrypha.
Yeah.
But Christians always say that they don't deal with the Apocrypha.
Yeah, no.
Was included in the first edition King James Bible and was taken out in the 1880s.
In the 1880s. That's
Ooh-wee.
late as hell.
Yeah.
So if you're a Christian, he got this. He got a Bible. Look, this Bible. Look, I want to get this Bible.
Printing of this
I
Bible.
didn't have my ear from my headphones.
Magnificent. The work
Did he say that particular Bible was made in 1611?
Yeah, look, check it out. I'll
This
play
is
it one
a
more
massive
time.
Bible, and yes, it's as heavy as it looks. It's a first edition King James Bible that was printed in 1611. So this is over 4 centuries old. And I'm going to open it up to the
Man, you hear the pages?
New Testament
I will
title page. Bibles typically have at least a general title page at the beginning and a New Testament
I wonder how you
title
got
page. That's a little trick for you. If you find a Bible that doesn't have a title page, look for the New Testament and you
Watch what
may
he
be able to
said,
find
though.
out the date.
Watch what he said,
So
though.
there's the New Testament title page. It's dated 1611. And on the other side, we have the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha was included in the first edition King James Bible and was taken out in the 1880s. The printing of this Bible is, magnificent, the work that was done over 4 centuries ago. Now, some of you are wondering why I'm not using white gloves. That's because that's no longer the practice in the international community, in museums or antiquarian bookshops. It's just greatly outdated information that's being passed around where people think you need white gloves. Actually, more damage ends up being done. If I were trying to pick this book up with white gloves, it would slip. Little flecks from the pages would flake off with the cotton fibers from the white gloves. So that's why I'm not using white gloves. But as you can see, this Bible is in really nice condition. And even though it's 400 years old, it should last another 4 centuries.
Say something
I
about
think the Bible in such a good condition. I think the nigga lying.
You think he lied? How the hell did he get
That, it's
that?
that
I wonder
Bible
how he
probably
got
been
it.
in his family or something. He
How the
just-
hell?
You didn't turn everything off.
Oh, it's like it.
See, he's trying to make the show about him.
Ain't nobody think it's
I meant to do this. But you know what? You know what's crazy? Somebody told me, so I was like, so they was like, the Apocrypha, I don't worry about them extra books. I said, all right. So then I showed them John
Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, testing 1, 2,
Back
3.
again.
Yo.
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 Think we back.
Hold on, let's see.
Oh shit.
Y'all know
Yeah,
how we
we
do.
back.
We put them ones up if we good.
But I wanted to say something real quick about the Apocrypha.
I love the Apocrypha.
When we were in the church, if I'm not mistaken, I was kind of younger this time, but I could have swore, okay, the pastor he had us read the Apocrypha.
Every church
Like
is
he
different.
Oh, no, I
had
can't hear nothing.
you can't hear nothing?
That's probably old. Go move forward.
So said mine was working.
Oh, yeah, move forward.
That might be the before you turned it on. It's a little delay.
Oh, shit. I'm looking at my damn, what's the name
Hold
now?
up.
Can y'all hear?
Hold on.
If you can hear us,
Let
put
us
up,
know.
say something in the chat if you can hear us.
Yo,
If
yo,
not,
check it.
then I guess we can't be heard.
All right, audio.
I stole it from what's the name, real?
You can have
Testing
my
1, 2, 3.
That's like a hot commodity nowadays. When
Well,
somebody chewing gum,
I
you be like,
used to carry it in my purse,
I
but
used to stay with gum, man.
I moved it to my work backpack.
All right, so what's the name is on here?
I forgot to take it back out.
I used to stay with gum, but my rib
Yeah.
told
They
me
can
to brush my.
definitely. Accepting my stink breath to fix my stink breath.
That's a lie. I'm just joking, y'all. Don't believe that.
No sweat.
I do brush my
Man,
teeth.
All right, so you can hear everything. All right, we good.
Yeah, I think we straight. I just checked it on Cross the Line. At least
All right, no sweat. All right, so we
But yeah,
back.
I
Go
just
ahead.
I
You
just
gotta
wanted to say something quick about the Apocrypha. When we were in the Christian church, I remember my dad buying an Apocrypha.
Mm.
And I remember
What, Geno Jennings?
every
I remember, but I remember sitting in church, but the pastor was making it seem like it was a story. Like go home and read this and think about.
But it wasn't like
But it wasn't like
official, the word of God.
No, it was like it was
Mhm.
more so like some stories that was left out the Bible. It wasn't like he didn't make it seem like it was something
This
that was
actually
like
happened.
important, like something that mattered, and
Yeah.
like he didn't. And I just thought it was weird because I really kind of forgot that they even revealed that in the Christian church because I really wouldn't think they would. But when you think about it, they still got like they're gonna tell you, oh, this is just a story. This is just I don't know. I think
a lot of pastors on a certain level do know the Bible.
Yeah,
I went to school, in the theological school and things like that.
Damn.
So he may have heard in his studies, he may have heard of the Apocrypha, but he might have an opinion of it that is not like it's not canon.
It's not the truth.
It's not like this
not
is for
true.
sure happened. This is for sure real. But he might just throw it out there in one of his sermons. Yeah, every
I just
church
thought
is
it was
a little-
weird because
Not my
everybody
church.
was reading it. It wasn't like a thing like, oh, what the fuck is Tom? Everybody's like, oh, okay. But even when you read it, you're so like brainwashed and you
don't think it's actually the
you're
Bible.
so like I don't even want to use
This
the
is
word
devil worship.
ignorant, but you are ignorant that you don't even realize that this is the truth. Like you reading it and you reading
The
reading the truth. You're reading the Bible.
But you don't think you.
But you still thinking,
This
oh,
is
it's a story. This shit ain't
Yeah.
real. You know, it's just whatever.
All I know is I want that.
What,
book. I
Apocrypha?
want that book.
Yeah, he
The first
don't
time
think
I
it's
read-
actually the Bible. He think it's like some.
I want that book that he got.
Yeah, that joint is dope.
I would love to look through it.
That is joint. It's Dash Young might be that's he got a joint at his the history of the world, the history of the United States, the history of something.
Mm-hmm.
That book is dope, man. That book is really dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It got some nuggets in that joint, but it looks just like that.
That Bible that white man got probably if you look in the back of it, it probably say niggas are the Israelites.
No, it might say that in the back, but you know what it say in the
Amen.
front? And then it say in the front, it's going to say, "Hey Hillary, pass this down to Jeffer. Hey Jeffer, pass this down to such and such." It's going to have because I seen one joint like an old Bible, and it'll have they passing it down
Oh, for real?
from their
Oh, that's crazy.
but it's white families.
Oh.
And you'll see it like when you, like the history of the world, that joint.
We could pass it to you.
That book actually Thashian was showing me, and it had you know I got this book. I know it says the date is 18 something, but the history goes back to such and such, you know. And he's writing a note to the person he's giving the book to. He's gifting the book to, and then that person will write a note to the next person that he gifting the book to. You know what I'm saying? So that's why if you look at old school Bibles, like when you go to your grandma's house and your auntie's house, they'll have the whole family lineage like in the front of the book. I'm
I
you know,
never-
this and that.
You know what I got from my dad? Well, I didn't get nothing from my dad, but
I feel like this would be real
when
dark.
black people get they
Some
don't
dark
get anything.
humor.
They
My
get
grandparents
mail.
ain't read
Dark humor.
no damn
So check it out, right?
He never gave me nothing.
All right.
You heard that, Nutso? The boy says he owes me.
I will be having all the movie references. And I don't know what the hell he talking about. I know it from something, but I don't know what the fuck he talking
Yeah. So
about. Is that from
Above the rim.
about the rim. He said Nutso. The boy says he owes
You ain't
me.
seen that movie?
I mean, have I seen the?
This is Ariel's
Oh,
problem.
Tupac?
This nigga ain't seen the black movies.
All right.
He
I'ma
ain't
hook
seen
you up.
enough
I'ma
black
hook you
movies.
up.
I've seen most of
I'm
them.
gonna sing you Last
You ain't seen
Dragon.
enough.
I've seen the Hallmarks. I've seen Boys in the Hood.
You seen Last
Myth
Dragon?
Society.
You ain't seen
I've
enough.
seen Last
Last
Dragon.
Dragon is mine. Yeah.
Nigga, I
Yeah.
got the glow. Goddamn.
Real quick.
I seen all the Hallmarks, but it's like certain ones I missed.
Certain joint.
Tupac was in the Butter Room.
Butter Room, yeah.
I haven't watched. I watched like bits and pieces, but I haven't. So
Yeah, that's a
seen the
dope
whole-
joint. You seen Juice?
I've seen Juice.
I was
All
just
right,
saying that
most
you
I ain't
ain't
crazy.
seen that.
You
You
good.
tripping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cap still got his ghetto
Yeah,
card.
we gotta get him out.
So check it out, right?
Barely.
Okay, so another member of YSL copped out today.
Which one?
Damn, got another.
Today? I ain't hear about
Yes,
it today.
his name is
Everybody fucking.
his name was Obama.
Damn.
YSL Obama.
Damn.
Now you knew he was gonna cop out because didn't Obama cop out like the whole time he was the president? All right, don't sweat. But he said he copped out today, you know what I'm saying? And you know, and because he copped out, the deal is looking real bad for Young Thug.
Oh shit.
It says the member name Obama, and then also you know he was gonna cop out, of course. And it says that you know, and a lot of these members of YSL, they're trying to get home for
I
Christmas.
Damn.
I forgot. You forgot to mention Young Thug's brother. I don't know what
Right.
type of relation they got exactly, but like they it's being on the headlines. It say his brother, and the articles is saying his brother also took a similar deal. I think they all taking a similar deal that Gunna took.
Damn.
Right. So and it's like, okay, you can be called back to testify because they don't want nobody else but Gunna. I mean, Young
Young
That's what
Thug.
it seemed like.
They
It
want
seemed
Young
like,
Thug.
because they pretty much letting everybody go on a little bit of probation, if that,
Yeah.
and on all their deals, it's an implication saying that you may be called to testify in court.
Yes.
Now they could. You was telling me. I mean, you first person to tell me this, and I read it later. They still could plead the fifth if they believe that whatever they're gonna say is gonna incriminate them.
Right, but this is the thing though. If they get called back to court,
They
right,
plead.
to testify, and they try to front and play, because remember the prosecution had been up this game a long time. They gave the dude YSL Obama, they gave him 15 years probation,
Oh.
so that if he doesn't come back and comply, then he's gonna get the 15 years.
They're gonna lock him up.
Right, and that's how they plan it with everybody. Gunna got 5 years. The other dude got 10 years probation. They're trying to let everybody go on probation, long probation.
Long rows of probation.
But if you don't come back,
so they still technically in jail. That's outside.
right. So if everybody cops out and everybody goes home for Christmas, now when it was time for Young Thug to go to court, he has no defense to stand on.
I don't know. It seemed like one of them. Maybe I got to do more research on it. But it seemed like as the years go on, we'll see how this all pans out. But it seems like they have something. Whatever the state of Georgia got something against Young Thug for whatever reason, and they trying to make an example out of him.
They want the head. They want the head. They want to
Trying
chop
to make
the
an
head.
example. And I feel like it's so many like regular criminals that may be doing more than him. Then why would you focus on? I guess because he's famous. But
Right.
I think a lot of it gonna come out in the future. They probably make a documentary about it in a couple of years. But if this case seems like 10 years from now, they'll do that whole documentary showing you all the reasons why it was wrong, why the DA should have did that, why the prosecution should have did that, how a lot of this shit it just feels too like they really want this one guy for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I bet you it's something going on behind the scenes as to why they're trying to make an example out of him.
Right, and this is why
Because I feel like they might have engaged in some crimes, but I feel like there's probably more people out in the state of Georgia that you can commit time to arresting that might be doing more damage to society as far as actually going out and committing the crime.
Right.
Yeah, because man, it's showing you now, man. Gangs ain't the way to go. This RICO thing is nothing that you want to mess with. You know what I'm saying? And so rather than us worrying about snitching, how about we just don't get into gangs? How about we just don't do that?
That's the idea.
You know, maybe that might be a solution to the issue.
That should be.
Know? But yeah, so that's what's going on right now. More people are copping out. It's looking worse because once he gets up, they're gonna say, okay, 25.
Damn.
And Young Thug also, this is how you know they want him bad, because he also hasn't received any plea like any
No bargains,
any offers,
right?
Any plea offers.
They're waiting.
They still haven't.
And everybody's copping out. Why? Because they want to go home for Christmas. Christmas, like, look, it's strategic. Okay, what nigga don't want to go home for Christmas? And don't it sound so nice?
Yeah,
it sounds amazing.
Brittany Griner got home for Christmas.
Brittany Griner made it home for Christmas.
Right.
YSL Obama made it home for Christmas.
What's the
Gunner made it home for Christmas.
The boy from Russia, he made it home for Christmas.
Oh yeah, the dude, the Merchant of Death.
The Merchant of Death made it home for Christmas.
Everybody make it home for Christmas. It's the spirit. It's the spirit that's in the air, man. And it'll make a nigga who might think that he's a gangster. It'll make that nigga cop out because he want to go home. He want to go home for Christmas. That nigga want to go home for Christmas so he can be home with his family and he could give a goddamn about YSL.
Right.
And they played in court. They played I'm not sure why they played this, but they played in court. I believe it was the Young Thug's brother, allegedly, nigga named Funk or some old shit like that.
Good night.
Yeah. But they played the tape of his baby mother, I believe, talking to him over the phone on a jail call, trying to enticing him to cooperate, saying, your kids need you, you know what I'm saying? Your kids they can't survive without you, we need you out. Some really trying to get him to come out.
And they caught the nigga too, sir, if I may. They caught the nigga on the phone talking to his rib, talking about get the guns out the house.
Damn.
Yeah, move the stuff under the bed.
Get the chains out the door.
Nigga, you don't know they fucking record all them calls.
Yeah, they record all the damn calls, man.
God damn.
And they were like, yeah,
every call.
If I want to let the court reflect that he's talking about a gun here, they're like, yeah, get the gun from under the bed. Like he didn't even say nothing in code.
Get the chopper.
Yeah, in code, he could have been like, yo, get the cereal out the cabinet.
And niggas in jail, everybody got a damn phone. He couldn't get no phone in there.
Yeah.
All that damn money they be talking about.
He talking on the damn phone.
Y'all see
couldn't get a damn cell phone, so he
he said
the
Merchant of Death made it home for Christmas.
Yeah.
He got guns.
Yeah, he got guns.
He probably did.
Yeah, you know he got guns for Christmas, man. Guns.
Okay, the Merchant of Death was the person that they traded from for Brittany Griner.
He was
killing people.
He was an arms dealer, but he he basically sold a bunch of guns to terrorist organizations.
Yeah. He got some good gifts.
And the US locked him up.
And he's the guy that they make movies out of.
Mm-hmm.
This is not no.
Matter of fact, they got a movie called The Merchant of Death.
Yeah,
it's an actual movie called The Merchant of Death.
This is no like joke. This dude is real for real. And they traded him for Brittany Griner. Why? Because Biden wants to appeal to his black voter base
and the lesbian
and the lesbians. He wants to appeal to the
lesbians.
He want to appeal to the LGBT and black voter base and women base.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Got him. Niggas gonna vote for him regardless. I don't know why he's doing that extra shit.
Right. So he knows. Gotcha, bitch. He knows exactly what to do to get black people because black people are emotional and dumb.
Right.
When it comes to voting in politics.
Yep.
So that's why he did it. Because why would you trade a WNBA player that nobody watches? Nobody watches WNBA. Even women don't watch the WNBA.
If you vote at this point in time, like don't come and try to sit here and say, well, if we don't vote, then how we going to provoke change and all this other type stuff? Man, shut your ass.
Same way we've been provoking change by making actual changes.
Exactly, man. It is not going to happen by you going into a daggone booth, closing a daggone curtain that's half your body, and selecting somebody to make a decision on your behalf.
Real quick, while we talking about it, just a sidebar real quick. The government ain't SHIT.
Ain't a goddamn.
Let me tell you why. I was talking to my mom, right? My mom wanted to do what was right. When my stepdad died, my stepdad had some money on his card, that he was getting from Social Security. He had some money on the card already before he died, right? Mm-hmm. My mom was like, well, I want to do the right thing. I want to call, the Social Security office. So I actually ended up doing it for my mom and had my mom on three-way. we got through it, whatever. My mom was like, I want to tell him that he died so that, you know, they don't keep putting money on the card, and I don't want to spend the money because I don't want to do anything to go to jail or get in any trouble with the government, right? So I'm like, all right.
They'll come back for
So
it.
boom, we do it. My mom tells them, Social Security office, hey, he died.
They took all the money.
They took the money. They stopped putting the money on the card, but then they took the money that was
That was
already
on the
on the card.
card.
They took the money that was already on the card. They took it off the card.
I would have told them crackers nothing.
F.O. Shut up. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. No.
Good and dead.
Yo, I was talking to my
still
mom.
make
I'm
spend
like,
that money.
I was talking to my mom like, wow, this is, the government ain't shit.
I was like,
God
if
damn.
I ever got caught, I would be like, I think somebody stole the card or something.
Yeah.
Somebody broke into my house. Somebody broke into my car.
Now my call would have been like, oh, he
I
been
would have
dead.
never told them
Yo,
motherfuckers nothing.
they would have still, they would have thought he was still
Yeah,
alive.
real shit.
He would have still been alive.
They would have been saying
Damn.
mad purchases on that.
But my mom, she wanted to do the right thing, which shows you that, like in America, man,
It ain't no right
you know,
thing.
it's like you can't do the right thing, man,
Nah.
because like
because
okay,
they'll
Because
never
they will do the wrong
Yes,
thing.
because they'll
America
never
don't
do the
allow
right
you
thing.
to be a
right,
good
he was alive when there
They'll
was
never
money
do the
on
right
the
thing.
card, money on the card while he was alive.
That's messed up.
Then he died. My mom said, "Hey, he died. So the future payments, you would want to, you know, maybe they, you know, legally they can say we can stop
giving
those.
you money, yeah.
But the 1,600 that's on the damn card, he was alive for that. They took the 1,600 off the card too.
That's
And my mom said she was checking it after she told him, and
It
she
was all
checked
gone.
and the money was all gone. It was a zero balance.
Dang.
They took the money back from the goddamn money that was on there before he died.
These motherfuckers. Did y'all watch the this sidebar? We ain't gotta talk about this right now. But did y'all watch the what's the show we watched the other day?
Her name was Victor Bout.
What show we watched?
Movie we watched.
Emancipation.
The
Emancipation, y'all watch
Avatar?
Emancipation?
Oh yeah, I seen that, John.
With Will
You watch
Smith.
Emancipation Sidebar?
No, I watched Teal. I watched Teal.
I can't
Oh,
keep.
wait,
I can't keep
I
watching
want to ask
that.
y'all a
What
question.
is Till on?
I
What is
can't
that
keep
on?
watching that.
It's on
I can't.
Amazon
I'm not
Prime.
gonna
You
watch
gotta pay
that.
for it.
I'm not gonna
That,
watch
I wanna
okay,
get it.
on
I'ma get it.
Hulu, on Hulu there was a series that came out. It was more so about his mom,
Yeah, I seen
but it
that.
was still like a show. I couldn't watch it when
Is
they
that
got
the
to
same
when
thing?
they
It's not too.
When
it's
they
not the
showed
same
they
thing.
actually showed the
But I
when
wanna
they got
ask
to the part where they showed us, but I couldn't turn it back
But
on.
I want to ask y'all
couldn't
a
do it.
question though.
That shit made me too
good
angry.
camera.
We gonna
that,
get-
That particular story, it makes me too angry. I can't watch
makes me go to
Nah, I
makes
wanna-
me
I
ready
wanna-
for
we
camp.
gonna-
Oh,
we
that's
gonna- I
camp
wanna
money
go-
right there. Like,
I
that's
definitely want to go into what you were saying about emancipation.
right.
But I wanted to ask y'all a
I would
question.
really only want to talk about if you watched it. I don't
Oh, okay.
spoil it.
I want to ask y'all a question. I watched Teal,
Mhm.
right? I paid for it. It was a rough movie. Now I'm pretty, you know, I can watch really pretty much
I'm gonna buy it this
anything.
weekend.
I can watch anything. It's $20.
I'm gonna get it.
All
I can't do it.
right, I could watch anything, but this was pretty hard to watch.
It was rough.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, this was pretty rough to watch, right? So I want to ask y'all a question, and I asked this question in Clubhouse too,
Mhm.
and it kind of got the room going for the last 30 minutes. Shout out to Clubhouse.
Mhm.
But okay, the uncle, it was his
The
uncle.
grandpa.
No, it wasn't his grandpa. His grandpa was in California. I mean, in Chicago. His
Okay,
grandpa,
okay,
his
okay.
grandpa and his grandma was in Chicago. He sent him to his brother.
Her brother. She sent us her brother.
Yeah, her brother. The grandma
Gotcha.
was her brother.
So,
Okay,
so his
gotcha.
great uncle or something.
Yeah, his great uncle. Boom. So he gets there, whatever. Y'all already know what happened. Y'all know the
Right.
story.
Come on.
Now I want to ask y'all this question, and I'm gonna ask the people in the audience this question too, and y'all can chime in. Okay. The two white men that came to get Till, they came to get Emmett, right?
Mhm.
That night. Now, the uncle, he didn't fight the two men to stop them. He had a shotgun that was over top of the door that he could have easily pulled and killed both of them that came for Emmett, right?
Mhm.
But he didn't do it.
Mm.
The mom ends up going down there and saying, "Hey, you had a gun and you didn't do nothing. You let him take my baby."
Oh, she actually said that to him.
Right, she said that to him. She went down there when she went down there to go testify. She said, because she was in the house and she looked up and she saw there was a shotgun over top of the door, like over top in the kitchen. So she was like, "Yo, you had a gun and you didn't kill them, you didn't stop them from taking my baby." And he was like, "If I would have stopped them, it would have been, and I would have killed them. It would have been open season on everybody in the county of Money, Mississippi."
Facts.
And he was like, "My kids would have got killed. My family would have got killed."
Oh well.
So was he justified in the decision that he made?
Fuck no.
So
He definitely was not justified.
it's like
So he would, if he would have made the decision, if he would have killed them two white
He
people,
still should've
it would have been open season on everybody.
If that was the case, you still should have did it because that's the if you're being wronged, you can't worry about as far as your integrity. If you're being wronged, as far as when I say integrity, I mean what's right and what's wrong. If you're in the side of what's right and you're being wronged, you can't let the people who are committing the evil against you, their reaction to you doing the right thing, make you not do the right thing. And people do that a lot. And that's a big problem in the black community, even when we talk about other black people.
Okay.
Where we don't do the right thing because the people around me are evil. So I just gotta succumb to the evil. He should have killed them two white men.
X.
Left their ass on the porch, got in his car and drove back to Chicago.
Okay,
That's
because
what
here's
he-
the thing though. My
That's
thing
what
is,
he should have got all the kids
Come on.
and drove to Chicago. That's what he should have did. And if the whole city of Money, Mississippi had to burn down behind it, fine. Because at the end of the day, those white men are wrong. They're wrong. So we gotta fight about it, and we gotta riot about it, and we gotta whatever we gotta do about it. Go ahead, because I'm not gonna just let you do wrong to me just because if I retaliate, you're gonna do something even worse. Fuck all that. If the whole city gotta burn down because I'm at least fighting against it, the whole city gotta burn down because at least I'm showing some level of defiance against your oppression against me. Fuck it, because I'm not gonna just be oppressed and not even try to run away from the oppression, even try to not succumb to the death you're gonna bring down on me regardless. Fuck all that. And you don't know what the hell was gonna happen if you
Oh, they knew.
you can guess.
You want to say something, Scar?
But
yeah, I was just gonna say, okay, I get the whole thing of like that time was like scary, and it was like it's scary because you got two white men showing up at your door. God knows how many times they probably didn't beat you in your life, killed your family or whatever. But the whole thing is, y'all was responsible for this little boy. Like, how are you gonna explain to his mom that you just let some white person run in here and kill him or take him? And now you like, how do you say to a mother, I don't know where your son is? I just let him walk out the door, basically.
He said, I thought they were just going to take him down the road
Like
and bring him back.
My whole thing is, you're a grown ass, like you've lived your life. If you gotta die for this kid, die.
Because
it's like you're like you old as shit. Like when them white boys came up to your door, you knew that he was not coming back. You knew it, but you was too scared. I think he was a coward for doing that.
Yeah. No, you're right. No.
But hold up, I'm not done.
Talking.
But my thing is, okay, like that's just so cowardly because you lived your life. You're however, nigga. If that was my little brother, I'm only 21. I'm dying for that little boy because it's like this little boy doesn't know any better. He doesn't know the evil that's out there. You know it. You've been through it. You've already lived your life. You've already did what you need to do. Die for the little kid so he can say, okay, maybe I have a son, and maybe they try to do this to my son, and I die for my son. But it's like it was selfish of him just to be like, no, I'm gonna save my life. And I'm gonna let them take him, knowing that he's not gonna come back. I can't get with that.
You know what? I'm gonna play the devil's advocate. You know what I mean? Everybody gotta play that devil's advocate person, right? If that was the case, you gotta understand you dealing with somebody from the north, and you're dealing with people that's from the south. You know what I mean? They program people that's from the south. They was programmed a certain type of way.
Right.
It was so much so that even the mom was telling the boy, when you go down there, this is how things go down in the South. Now, you talking about the same people that you talking about supposed to have been like, I would die for my cousin. Then why didn't they stop him from going in the store and saying certain things to that white woman? You see what I'm saying?
Them kids that he was with, and I think another thing is them kids. They're so they're not even that. I'm saying when they went in there and they told him they say whatever he said to the girl or whatever. They didn't know. I feel like they were so young, like they didn't truly realize the danger that they was putting him in. When them kids said that, I don't think that they thought he's gonna die. He's gonna die tonight. He's not gonna ever come back. I don't think that they thought that.
Well, that woman,
in the movie, okay, I'm just going off the movie. In the movie, he went into the store.
Mhm.
He went into the store and the white woman was in the store. And he said he was buying some candy. And he said, wow, you look like a movie star. You know what I mean? And she was like, what? And he pulled out his wallet. You know how sometimes in your wallet you can have like a picture?
Yeah.
And he had a picture of a white movie star. And he said, he showed her the picture. He said, see? And she was like, and then the scene switches and it's the boy, his friends and stuff is out front of the store.
Mhm.
And they're like, yo, where'd Till at? You know what I mean? And he was like, yeah, he in the store. They was like, go get him. And then they walked in there, they walked in the store. It was like, come on, man, let's go. And they grabbed him and pulled him out the store. When they walked out to the front of the store, the store owner, which was the lady, she walked out to the front and he was like,
He whistled. Exactly.
and she was like,
And then she went to go get a gun, didn't she?
yeah, she walked, and then the whole place cleared. They was like, oh, she about to get a gun. Everybody jumped in the car and started rolling out. Everybody started pulling
Is that
out.
a dramatization of what happened?
Yeah, it's a
Well, I mean,
dramatization.
but this is
So
some of the stuff that was said.
right,
about
so
the
she
whole
pulled, so
situation.
she goes and grabs the gun and she like points it, but they already speeding off. I'm talking about in the movie.
Mhm.
They're speeding off. And she's just in the background like
How
this.
does that
I wanted to
correlate
say
to
something
what
about
actually
the pickup,
happened?
too.
Is that
Because-
exactly what happened? Or?
Well, I'm not saying that that's exactly what happened, but I'm saying that this is the way that the movie projected it. Because I didn't think that
Do you know
the
exactly
whistling
what
was
happened?
real.
So it's
I thought the
it's a
whistling
bunch of
was
stories.
all that was real.
Oh, you
Yeah,
thought the
it's
whistling
a lot
was
of
I thought the
real?
whistling was real.
It was no, the whistling is definitely real.
Oh, so he did whistle.
He definitely did. Well, that's what they said, and he whistled at her, and that's what
Yeah,
that was the end all be all.
Okay.
Yeah, the
You know
whistling
what I'm
was
saying? The whistling part. Now,
But I never heard anything about
The
anything being
picture
said
and all
in the
that.
store.
yeah,
I
didn't know
heard they
about
walked
that
out the
either.
store and they saw the white woman. And
Right.
woo-hoo.
right.
Yeah, okay. So you're right. So I see. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Come on.
So I see what you're saying. So maybe that could have been a dramatization.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what exactly happened
The part-
according to what all his cousins and all that.
Yeah,
shit.
in the movie.
The part about the pit. All right, so I remember because I was big on a lot of the story. You know what I'm saying? I watched a couple documentaries about this joint, and the main thing that they said was that he definitely did whistle at the woman. You see what I'm saying? That he made a pass at her.
Mm.
They ain't say what the pass was,
But I mean, back then,
but
the
you know what I
whistle
mean?
was all you needed.
The whistle was all you needed, and that was enough for her to say, "Well, who is this kid?" And you gotta understand, this dude is coming from Chicago.
Mm.
He coming from the north,
To a
so
small
you know,
town,
he
too.
coming to a small town, so he don't know no better. But his cousins knew how it was, and they knew that he was in trouble. You see what I'm saying? Now
Yeah, I remember watching an old documentary
right,
back when his mother was still alive.
Right.
To talk about it,
Con,
and in that documentary, they was talking to some of his cousins that was
Right.
still alive,
right.
and they were saying that as soon as he whistled, I remember watching it.
They
As soon as he
knew.
whistled, they knew what the. It was.
They
It
knew
was
they
like,
like,
it was
it's
like a pin
on.
drop. It was like now it's fucked up.
It's
now.
fucked up. They know
Yeah.
something is going to happen. They
They
know
know-
they're going to retaliate.
Yeah.
Now, when they came to this crib, now of course we want to listen, man. We niggas, you know what I mean? I'll be damned if somebody come and try to take one of my young bulls out my crib.
Right.
That ain't happening. But I didn't grow up in the South during that time. You see what I'm saying? I don't know how their mentality was. So I'm gonna play the devil's advocate. If that person, knowing what he said, and to say something like that, it would be open season on all blacks. That was a real thought because that's how it was. If one black, look at Rosewood, you know what I mean? It was one black man that freaking did something to a woman in the elevator, and the whole neighborhood got lit up. You know what I'm saying?
that one Rosewood. It was the white woman who was having sex with the dude.
Well, Rosewood was a movie about the joint, but it was like Wall Street,
It was
Black
based
Wall
on a
Street.
real thing.
Black Wall Street was
Black Wall Street
was the elevator incident.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then a whole freaking town got lit up because of that one incident.
So that was my question. Now Captain Ariad basically answered the question,
Mhm.
but that's what I was saying. I was playing devil.
But the fact of the matter is,
come
like,
on.
if you knew, I believe what that man was saying. What he was saying is, if I would have did that, you know what I mean? Here it is. A boy, think about their mentality. He's like, man, listen, all he did was whistle at it. They ain't gonna kill him. You know what I'm saying?
Bullshit.
No, what I'm saying is,
As old as that man was, Azar War,
think
this is what I'm
as
saying.
much as he went through in his life,
This is what I'm saying. It's they down from the state. They down in the South. You know what I mean? We ain't grow up in the South. We grew up.
shit, I grew up in the
Well, you
South.
grew up in the South, but that's like
No,
way afterwards. You know what I'm
we
saying?
talking about the thoughts of the uncle
Right.
and his interaction with the white man.
I think he was terrified. He was terrified that if he did something, he put it like this. What he should have been is like you said.
No,
he
not
should have been
accountable.
like, you know what?
Shit.
I will die.
But guess what?
You know what I mean? For mines.
But
You know
guess
I'm
what
saying?
though?
But-
The you know who tried to stop it in the movie? The aunt. The aunt jumped in front of was like, nah, y'all not taking them. And then they was like, yo, get out the way. And she
They
jumped
did try
up.
to stop
And then he
that.
pulled the gun out, was like, and he was like,
Yeah, see, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
I think okay. This
I see. Now I gotta watch the joint for real. I'm gonna watch it.
I'm
tomorrow
gonna
it's
night.
$20.
He make me want to watch it.
I'm definitely watching
It's,
it.
it's rough, Cap.
What
It's
I-
rough to watch.
What I didn't know
So
was
we
that
ain't
this is
going
a
to
this is
I'll
like a
take
drama.
that to the
They-
cable.
I didn't know it was like a biopic type thing. I
It's
mean, you
rough.
talking about another. You're not talking about a documentary.
You talking about a movie?
You talking about a
It's
movie?
a
Yeah, it's a movie.
I might watch that.
It's-
They show him getting beat.
No, they don't show him getting beat, but they
So-
They show his body?
you hear the sounds.
Oh.
And then they actually show his body
Afterwards.
I can't
in the
watch that.
casket and everything.
Well,
It's crazy.
there's a documentary. I mean, not a documentary, but there's this, like you said, the series that's about the mom, because it has to do with the beginning of the civil rights and all that.
I was watching it like
Yeah, that's
Like he was like the first like
I was eating chips and everything watching it.
man,
Trayvon
shoot.
Martin and all that.
Yeah,
But that started the whole civil rights movement. The whole civil rights movement.
It did. You know what? It was like
It was just like it's crazy how history repeats itself.
Yeah.
It's just how Trayvon Martin started the whole
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter shit.
Right.
yeah, and
Right.
it just shows you like,
What's his
man,
name?
you know,
Like
it's
Brown.
clearly like, and you know what? In
Eyes on the prize. You ever see
courtroom,
Eyes on the Prize?
and you know, in the courtroom, they was like, "What happened to you?" She was like, "Well, he grabbed me,
Oh,
and he told me, just relax. I've already done this before."
Oh,
and she's still alive.
In the supermarket.
damn.
You know she's still alive.
She's like 89 or
In the
something.
supermarket. Goddamn.
Yeah. So yeah,
And he was, the
Oh.
nigga was 12.
it's on Prime, man. Prime, it's $20. I know it's a little bit steep,
That's not steep
but
enough.
I was
But
like,
you know, I'm
well,
so
You
surprised
go to the
nobody
movies
has
for
like.
like two people go to the movies for like
Facts.
damn near $50.
Yeah,
But
right.
I'm so surprised nobody have like found that lady and like
Well, they have.
she-
She's
yeah,
still alive.
like
They
but
have.
I mean like
Killed her.
The documentary
scared.
that came out it's the guy from, I think it's 60 Minutes.
let me tell you,
He went to her.
I'm gonna tell you who else is pushing it.
Who's that?
The nigga who Captain Tazariak beat in the debate,
Who?
Malik Zulu Shabazz.
Pushing what?
Oh, for real?
what is he
He's
pushing?
he's actually pushing that.
Oh, the movie?
No, pushing the fact that she should be.
She should be.
Killed.
She should be
Because
charged.
it
She
later
should be
came
charged.
out
She
that
need
they
to
were
put her in an
guilty.
electric chair or
because
something.
that dude is he's an attorney.
Yeah.
The
But you know what else is dope? Salakia.
No, no, go ahead.
Salakia.
There ain't
No.
enough
You know what?
justice
You
for
know what
that.
else is?
That
You know what else is crazy about that is the fact that the last documentary that came out, they determined that it was other people that was in the truck, and they said it was 2 black men.
It was some black people in it. That came
lady.
out.
You mean
and
like
there-
that helped beat him?
Yeah.
And they're still alive.
Damn.
No, they didn't help. They didn't help beat him. They helped. Well, yeah, they held him down.
Who's they in the truck for?
Yeah.
They was with they worked on the
Oh, cool-ass
the
niggas.
land of the people that did the
Oh.
beatings.
Ass niggas.
And he got them in there. They was the ones that held him down in the truck. And what they also said that they held him down at the when he was getting beaten. And the people that said it was the people that was also worked on the same farm, whatever, that the people that beat him with. And they said that he was there. They said that he was there.
Yeah,
and
it was
then
black
they
people
interviewed
too.
in the documentary that I saw, they interviewed the boy, and he was like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
It
I
was
don't know what
black.
you're
It
talking
was black people that was working for the 2
Yeah.
white men that helped with it.
about." Yeah.
And guess what? They knocked out. I didn't even know this, but they knocked out all his teeth,
Mm.
Yeah, that's
all
right.
of them.
all of them.
I was like, damn, what kind of a beating do you gotta sustain to be?
Out
It's
there
like
get all
hours.
your
It's like
teeth knocked out.
nonstop.
Yeah, they knocked
Yeah.
all his teeth out his
Jesus
mouth.
Christ.
And they
And
said that he was still talking shit.
You
Mm.
know,
That like one thing that they it was depicted in one of the joints said that Emmett Till was still talking shit
To the beating.
through the beating.
you know, Emmett, man. That I'll tell you, man. Look,
It's hardcore
you know,
young
I'm
man.
you know, I'm not making no money off of Prime. You know, they still on the. I guess I don't know. They still got the Hebrews and Negroes up there on
Oh, it's on
Amazon.
Prime?
Yeah,
They still got the
Prime.
Hebrews and Negroes up
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't know
They
what the
make
hell
all
they
type of
going
bread.
through. But I will say this, man. That movie. What you say?
He said,
ain't gonna do shit.
I don't know what kind of money he said, I don't know what they're going through, but
Yeah, I don't know.
Ain't nobody giving them no damn Amazon
Right.
for nothing.
nothing.
Yeah.
They can put on, here's how you worship Satan. They can put up, here's how you rape children. They will still, everybody will still support Amazon.
Everybody
It
loves
don't
it.
matter what's up there. Nobody give a fuck.
Man, you know how much Jeff Bezos is worth?
Good night.
Like it's like $208 billion. This is
Damn.
ridiculous. He
Damn.
like, what, you little ass niggas?
Okay, I think
Jeff Bezos is
Bro, so put it again,
the
put it
whole
again.
country.
okay, I think it's time to level up.
I was gonna say the last thing about this
All right, then we move on. Yeah, we move on.
just to get back to the question about the old head, the uncle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, in my opinion, right in that moment, he said the whole shit about if I had done that, they would have rose up they would have burned the whole town down. I believe that in that moment when they came to his door, he's not worrying about protecting the whole
He
town.
was terrified
He's
about dying.
selfish.
He was scared about dying.
He's
He's worried
thinking
about himself.
in that moment. He's thinking about okay,
You don't want to die.
if anything, he's thinking about if I don't do that, what they asking me, they're gonna come in here and kill me
And my family.
or kill all us.
Right.
Mm.
He acting like he worrying about the. Of course. As people start to criticize you about it, you got time to think about.
It's easy for you to
about-
say
yeah.
everybody. So like
You got time to think about all the implications about whether or not I would have killed them white men, or whether or not I would have defended myself, and what would have happened. Okay, yeah, of course you got time afterwards once the mom comes to the house, and you got all this time to think and sit back and try to at least to yourself justify why I did what I did. Of course you got time to think, well, if I had did that, they would have killed all the black people in the town. Of course you got time afterwards, but in that moment, he ain't like he wasn't worried about no fucking Money Mississippi and all the black community in Money Mississippi. He was worried about what these crackers gonna do to me right now if I don't give this boy up. They're gonna come here and kill all of us. That's probably what he thought. They're gonna come here, they're gonna kill me, they're gonna kill all of us. And since he was a coward, he just did what they wanted him to do. And I guess his goofy mind, maybe he was just thinking, oh, I just hope they just beat him and bring him right back.
But he knew that wasn't the case, because if you for a second, if you even thought that they was just gonna take Emmett, you wouldn't have even not sacrificed yourself. If you thought that it was gonna take him and bring him back, you would have just said, no, leave him. Y'all gonna bring me back, take me. You knew that he was gonna die. You knew that once they took this boy out of this house, he was not gonna come back. Which is why you didn't put yourself up
That's a good point.
to be taken. I'm sorry. That nigga was
that's-
not worried about nothing
basically-
else.
That's a very good point.
She makes a great point.
Yeah, because
And I think
I have to agree.
She makes a great point, but
Like
you
I'll
know,
go with
but
y'all.
I don't want to spoil the movie.
Type shit.
Y'all
Like,
pretty much know how the movie's gonna be anyway.
We all know the story.
I'm not gonna spoil it.
And I don't
but
know if the
that
Okay,
comes
so
up
you
in the
talk
movie
this
too.
is kind of me playing devil's advocate also, but I don't know how the culture was exactly at that particular moment in the South. Maybe they had a culture of a random white man might just beat you and you just got to take it and he's gonna let you live after that. Maybe they did. I don't know. Maybe that was something that happened in that brother's lifetime, and maybe
but
that was.
them white boys came in there with rage. It wasn't just like, oh yeah, let's can we get
Yeah, I don't
can
know
we
what-
get Emmett? Like they came in there with
The
rage.
culture is
like,
it's
come on.
like if I may.
They was like this. They was like
If I
this.
may,
It was like, bring that nigga out here from Chicago. Bring that little
Damn.
nigga out here from Chicago.
Damn.
Bring him out here. That's what they were saying.
yeah, that nigga was dead.
I don't.
And you should have known that.
That nigga's dead.
You know what I'm saying? Like you should have known that off of the fact that how they was beating on that door
But you know
and
what?
how they came to the door. I can't talk about this. This makes me too.
But how
angry.
many of our people today?
Y'all gonna watch it? Y'all gonna
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch
I'm
it.
gonna watch it.
But how many of
I'm
our,
going there
if I
and
may,
start,
so like
fighting
if I
white
may, but how many of our people today don't realize how wicked that man is? You see what I'm saying?
Who, the uncle?
No, wicked the oppressor is. You know what I mean? Like that man right there back in those times, even though they was wicked, they was wicked as hell. But even then, he was like, you know what? I give him the benefit of the doubt. They just gonna take him down the street and beat him. How many people today don't realize how wicked the oppressor is?
You know, a lot of people, because guess what? They about to go celebrate the same holiday.
They
that
about
he
to go
celebrates.
kind of kind. That's exactly what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So take years off of our oppression and go back to where they was at back then. You see what I'm saying? And they giving them the benefit of doubt and feeling as though they're not going to be as wicked as they are. Now here we are today, and we know how wicked they are. But guess what? We still saying we all are one people.
Right, because we don't
They're not really as bad as they are. You know what I mean? My boss likes me.
Yeah, hold on one second. All right, yo, I gotta read this real quick. All right, I gotta read this. All right. So, okay, UPK Karyala said, "I live in Tennessee and I understand the fear they instill in us, but the fact doesn't change. We owe a responsibility as men
Come on,
to the
Akariala.
weak
That's what I'm talking
and
about.
elderly of our people. No excuses."
It's about
Let him know.
Hold on, matter of fact, could you drop a
Ain't no better way to
Don
Let him know.
DeMarco? Can you drop a Don DeMarco for
That's
that
the
brother
bottom
too?
Come on, Akariala. Sometimes
you
you
got it,
just
Cap.
gotta take
no.
care
I was just saying that's the bottom. But he said his name is the bottom line.
Facts.
Right. About this whole Emmett Till shit, whether or not the uncle was wrong.
Who's
Right.
Uncle
The
Skinner?
bottom line is that when he wrote this down, that little paragraph is the bottom line.
Right.
And it's certain shit as a man or as a human being you can't move off of.
I'm a man.
You can't
Yeah.
move
My
off
man,
of,
Damon.
and that's the bottom line.
You know what? We had 40. Look, we had some people in
situations-
here.
Yeah.
There's certain situations where you just gotta die if that's what it got done.
You gotta
Yeah.
die.
You just got to.
You know, I realize that now.
That's
Maybe
what
it's because
UBK
I'm at the
teaches,
age
man.
I'm at right now, but I feel like, yeah, there is some things that
You
it's
just
worth dying for.
yeah,
There's certain
man.
things you just gotta die. That's
Yeah.
I think what people, I think a lot of people like their fear is not actually like dying is not existing
Nah.
anymore.
It's
And for me, now that I understand this truth, it's like, you know, there is some things that I would rather not exist for.
yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
My
yeah.
brothers.
A situation like that is one of them. A situation
Yeah.
like where it's like I do the calculations in my brain, and this is
Yeah.
I go for this.
And to Cap's point, I would have killed both of them, and then I would have killed them two, and I would have killed the two dudes in the back
In
of
the
the,
truck,
in the
yep.
truck that was waiting.
And nobody
And
would have known. I'd have
yeah.
buried them. I'd have buried them deep.
I would have killed. Check this out. I would have killed the white woman,
Yep.
and I would have killed the driver.
Yep.
I'd have killed everybody. And everybody would have been in a hole.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'd have been in Chicago, living in probably Montana. Who the hell would have went to
Matter
Montana?
of fact, I'd have went to the store the next day like, ain't nobody here.
And back
Ain't nobody
in
here to serve me?
1955,
Yeah.
in 1955, they didn't have all the forensics and shit like we have now, where they
Right.
can pick up fingerprints.
Yeah.
And they can't track you very good.
But you know what's
Yeah.
crazy though?
it could have been 2 days, and it could have been 2 days, and dead bodies could have been sitting on, not even buried him. They could have been sitting on the porch dead.
Right.
Yeah, it probably.
And
Slugger.
it would have been 2 days. Goddamn.
Slugger.
Berries.
Slugger. No, but you're right.
Back then, it wasn't like now where everything's video. It's camera. It's a camera on every door.
Hey, look, hey, Cat was so he had me so hyped, but I burped on you. Goddamn.
His spirit came out of him.
Right.
His spirit came. He said, yeah, they should have killed him. His spirit came forth. Goddamn. You feel with the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But back then, it was it was 55.
Right.
Back then, they ain't had all the forensics and all that shit. Like
nah.
they couldn't pull up fingerprints as well as they can now.
Right.
They couldn't do the blood samples as well as they could do. It was a lot of shit they didn't have at that time, and they didn't have cameras everywhere.
Nah.
It wasn't probably highly as populated and densely populated at that time. You could have killed them two motherfuckers and not even buried them. You could have left them on the porch right there,
Exactly.
right there where they stood.
Right there.
Got in the car, dipped,
Right.
and it would have been probably 2 days before somebody, depending on where they lived at. It could have been
They
days.
wasn't even thinking about them white
It
folks.
could have been 2 days before anybody knew they was even dead.
Them boys wasn't nothing.
You would have already been in Chicago. You could have changed your fucking name.
Yep.
Ain't nobody had no damn social
But
security
okay,
card.
but
and
you know
all
what I
this
wonder?
Facebook and all this shit now.
Right.
It would have been so easy to get away with it.
Yeah.
If they could have killed them successfully,
Well,
if you could have got past the killing them part,
because we
then they would have been fine.
because we don't think they so like it says
No, go ahead.
we don't think that they smart enough to be like, hey man, I'm going over to Emmett Till's family's house to go get that nigger.
Yeah, because they're so emotional. They just be
They
lying.
just beeline and went out there. You could have killed
Yeah.
them and nobody would have known about it, and their store would have just been vacant the next
You would have
day.
been getting
But even
so far
if-
gone by the time that anybody
even if people found out that he killed them, right?
Mm.
Do you know what kind of power that would have gave black people?
Well, they would have took
Like,
if
black
they
people would've
found out it was a
known-
black people, they would have wiped us out, man. They'd have been.
But my whole
It's very
thing is,
possible that the-
but
that
black
what
people
he
would
said
have
would
gotten
happen.
stronger by that. Like they would have been like, "Oh, let's go hide," because
Yeah, they would.
it would. No, I feel like it would have been a thing. Because if this nigga stood up and did this,
They'd have
well, why can't we do it?
They'd have ran, and guess what would have happened?
I'm not hearing.
You know
that.
what they would have had? You know what?
We'd have
You
been
want to know what
scared.
happened? I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. That nigga from Chicago did it. That's what happened.
Yo,
That's exactly what happened.
You know, Shakara, you know, and what she's saying is, you know, it's kind of like how you look at things in hindsight. You know, because you know, like we're sitting outside of the situation.
You're seeing all the parameters.
Right, so we can see everything,
right?
You know, and then also we have the knowledge that we have now.
Kind of.
You know, and you know how it says, like, you know how it says in the scriptures, like knowledge puffeth up. Sometimes it's like we can see it and we can be like, oh man, why the hell would he do that? That nigga's stupid as hell.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we can see it now because we see the blind spots that maybe the people that was before us didn't see.
Right.
They didn't.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
like I said, I don't know the culture that I don't know if this is specific culture in that
we
town.
can't imagine it.
In that town, so maybe some of the shit. Maybe it was true that they would have just beat him up, and that would have been that. And I was thinking too, like I said, I was trying to say earlier, trying to just play devil a little bit. Maybe when they took him, if he was talking shit, maybe it escalated. Maybe it was like
bullshit.
I'm just I
think it did.
Like I said, I don't know how it was, particularly in that time. So maybe they were
a 14-year-old boy talking shit means kill him.
Yes. So them white folks.
All that torture he went through.
Yeah.
I'm saying it could escalate. I'm saying it could have started off as we was going to beat him.
I'm not hearing that
and then he talked like, man, all I did was whistle like a bitch, and it escalated until we torturing him.
I'm not
but
hearing
it
that.
start off as we was gonna fuck you up one time,
right?
And we're gonna take you back.
That was not that little boy tried to holler at
no, I'm just
a white man's
I don't actually
wife.
believe this. I'm just trying to, you know.
I'm just saying, fuck that devil's advocate shit.
When I say I don't believe it, I don't know.
I'm just saying, I don't even want to put that idea out there. I don't think that shit was
It was wrong regardless.
Because Princess I said, "Con."
It was wrong. It was wrong regardless.
I don't even want to put that idea out there because that boy was so-called trying to get with a white girl that was already married to somebody else.
Hey, sidebar. Don't try to talk to white chick.
Wait a minute, you said Emmett Till did that?
What?
He was trying to talk to somebody else?
No, so-called. Like I guess they felt like he was trying to holler at the white girl in the store, but she was married to somebody else. That's gonna get him more than enough rage to tear this little boy apart. They don't need him talking shit. They're gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Exactly
They're gonna do whatever they want to do.
I think it was heightened because he was from the north and he had the audacity to just be like, to come down there, and they said they're gonna show this nigga a lesson.
Exactly. It was not about talking shit. It wasn't about him talking shit. It was about the fact that he had the audacity to do what the hell he did. It had nothing to do with the fact that he like, oh, fuck y'all crackers, y'all kill me, y'all be my. It don't have nothing to do with that. It's the fact that he came down here from somewhere. He came from here. He's not familiar with this area, and he got too comfortable. And he said, but my whole thing is, he said what he said, and they like, well, who the fuck do you think you is that you could say something like this?
Israel think he trying to
Israel
think he trying to nigga, who the fuck you think you talking to? Listen, when I say I'm playing devil's advocate, I'm using a term that we all can understand. And nigga, I'm running the show.
What he said?
Nigga, I'm trying to have something to talk about.
Oh, he's talking.
Yeah, it's called content.
Israel is talking.
It's called keeping the conversation going. You goofy goofball.
Oh, he's a goofy.
Nigga, leave.
What he said? He said, I've never played devil's advocate.
Oh, you just a dumbass.
Yeah, you just a goofy.
I'm saying devil's advocate because I know this point is not necessarily true or correct.
The devil is a white.
But I'm saying it to keep the goddamn conversation going. I don't even necessarily believe this shit.
Right.
I'm just saying it for the sake of it. I'm gonna play devil's advocate again one more time for you.
It's just different. It's like different perspectives.
You can't just have a conversation.
You can't just say talk.
You can't just have a conversation.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate one more time for you. What am I to say? The point. Okay, I'll put a question to you like that. If you was a how old is he? 13, 12?
14.
Yeah. He was a 14-year-old boy. Back in fuck it. If he was a 14-year-old boy, any time frame as a black man, would you have or would you advocate for a brother being able to whistle at, holler at a white woman?
Hold on.
No.
Okay, a devil's advocate.
That's one thing that he's.
I already made my point about the devil's advocate. Let me say what you're gonna say.
That is one thing.
He get the point.
That is the one thing that should not have happened. The one thing that should not have happened is to make this woman feel as though she's so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? He went down there and he's whistling at a white woman. You know, he's whistling at her, and he's calling us, and you look like a star, and you look like it, and like you shouldn't be so like
if I could, real quick. And devil's advocate is just basically saying it's just another word for saying, let me show you the other side of the argument. Let me show you the other side of an argument.
Not to say with this.
You can read it.
I'll read it. Okay, go.
All right, a devil's advocate.
I was trying to get to my point about Emmett Till, but we got to argue about somebody with devil's advocate.
Listen, Ariana can fight for herself. But
go ahead and say it. We got 2 more likes and we got 41 people watching.
A devil's advocate.
Israel is mad.
Shut up. Okay.
I'm gonna do you an introduction. This is the definition of devil's advocate.
All right, go.
A person who expresses a continuous opinion in order to provoke debate or test the strength of opposing arguments.
Say it again.
It's a contentious.
Say it one more time.
Contentious. Sorry.
Contentious.
Say it again.
Tipsy. A person who expresses a contentious opinion in order to provoke a debate or test the strength of opposing arguments.
That's what I'm doing.
Right.
We've been talking all the same shit.
You can find that on Google.
So
I'm just saying something that we might not all necessarily agree with to keep the conversation going.
So Israel,
I'm saying what somebody would say if they disagrees with us.
So Israel,
Just
why you mad?
Test the strength.
He don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Why you mad?
You can call up if you want to.
He said white man is the devil. First of all, he needs to fix his spelling. White man.
All right, so yeah. Now Israel is now you going. Now we on point. Now you playing devil's advocate. Now you playing devil's advocate. All right,
my point is though about this whole shit I said about. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna play the advocate one more time. The devil's advocate.
One more game.
I'm gonna play.
Do it again.
I'm gonna play Satan's advocate. Would you, as a black man, at any time period in history, would you ever either do it yourself as a 14-year-old boy? Fuck all that. As a black man, would you, at any point in history, in American history, advocate for or do so yourself? Holler at, whistle at, sexually engage with on the street a white woman.
That's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Would you advocate for or would you do it yourself? And that's the question we gotta ask ourselves.
Yep.
Are we saying that? They killed Emmett Till, right? So are we saying that? Is the answer to the whole controversy that Emmett Till should have had the right to whistle at white women?
Say that.
Is that what we saying about Emmett Till?
That's what they saying.
Are we saying that she should have just giggled and laughed at it and walked off?
Mm-hmm.
Or are we saying that Emmett Till should know that you should never look at a white woman as enticing or sexual?
This is heavy topic right here, sir.
Should we as black people have in our minds that these people are murderers and killers and completely unmerciless even to children? So maybe we shouldn't have sex with their woman. It's too. We all know the problem. But what's the solution to the problem? The problem with the Emmett Till story is that many people believe that Emmett Till had the right to whistle at that white lady. He should have been able to go in there and get all the white girls he wanted to.
Right.
That's basically what they believe the solution is that white woman should have been more accepting of Emmett Till's sexual advances. That's what they believe. But the real solution to really end all this shit and really let white people do whatever the fuck they want to do.
What the solution
is to make sure black men and black teenagers and boys know that you are not to be have no sexual advances with white women.
Right.
Because whether she's with it or not,
right,
death and jail time is closer to you when you decide to get so close with a race of people who have so much power over you.
Right.
They got so much power over you that the minute their men get mad and getting their feelings about something, you back then you died. Now you go to jail. Now you get canceled. Now you lose your football contract. Now you lose your job. Now you get lost. Now you lose your football scholarship at school, and now you lose everything because you just love white women so much. Stop watching the movies. I'm not sure if that's actually true, but stop watching the movies and the videos and believing that this white woman is the height of female sexuality. And choose your own people and you'll escape death. And you'll not only escape death, but you will strengthen your own people because you decided to only be with your own women and be with your own sisters. So
that's right.
Come on.
you
Dom the Mongo.
and the solution isn't, let Emmett Till should fuck all the white bitches he want to fuck, which is basically what you're gonna tell me.
You know what? You know what's
At the end of
crazy?
the
That's basically what it is that it's not about him getting his ass whooped and him getting killed.
Mhm.
It's about him not having the ability to say or whistle something in advance to
I never
a
thought
woman.
about it that
That's
way.
what it-
And like I never thought about it that way.
And I believe
either.
that's what
And
people
it's like-
want you to believe.
It's like never mind the fact that he got killed and beat to death. The fact of the matter is he should be able to whistle at a white woman.
So
Okay,
had
okay,
he
I think
had
it's time to
Not
known,
be a big deal at all, really.
so had he had
The whole,
known,
the whole
had he,
racial aspect of it.
Okay.
How did he know what?
had he had known, this the problem.
That's that, man.
If everybody was following the laws,
Laos.
we wouldn't have this problem.
You know what, man?
That's
he,
bottom line.
He was Emmett Till, man. I mean, I always watch the documentaries and stuff like that, but I get this movie kind of puts
I'm gonna watch this joint.
It's more of a personal.
it kind of puts, it humanizes him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it kind of puts you into it, you know what I mean? And like from the movie perspective, it shows you that he was a good kid.
So like if I
You
may,
know, and he wasn't, a thug or what they were
I don't know
trying
if I
to,
can watch that movie.
but
I don't think
I
got
tell
it
you,
in me.
man, I mean, I watched a lot of slave movies and I watched a lot of movies that,
that
talked
topped it
about
off.
but that one was pretty rough.
Yeah.
so like if I may, where was you when you first found out about Emmett Till? Like how did you first find out about it?
Well, I found out about Emmett Till by, of course, being in the world before I got into the truth.
Mm.
I saw it on like documentaries and stuff like that. But I remember when the last show, if y'all check it out, Rude and Speech, Big Cast, verse 22. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to see we kind of mentioned it and we were talking about the movie. And in this movie, I decided to watch it, and it kind of gave me something more than what I've had before with the documentaries. It kind of showed you how his mom loved him, and it
Like
showed
more,
you,
like it gave you like more sympathy or empathy
Like you
for
said,
him.
Yeah, it gave me more.
humanized them. It gave you like a full story.
Yeah, it gave me the
With those
full
details
story,
and
like,
emotion that you wouldn't have with this documentary.
right, like what his grandma went through, because she told him to go down there.
Oh.
So it went like what she was going
She had all
through.
kinds of survivors.
Yeah, like when she was like, "Oh man, I'm the one that told him to go down there, so I'm responsible." And then the mom and just how everybody was, it just kind of showed you how, this place is and how this place has always been. And somehow we seem to get lost. We get lost in thinking that this place is somehow progressed when it hasn't at all.
Shit. Like I said, we had the same shit with Trayvon Martin. That
Right.
Trayvon Martin is a modern day Emmett Till. It's the same. It's very similar story as far as
Same concept.
a black, as far as the same concept as far as a young black teenager closely interacting with white people in a neighborhood or a city. Paying them.
I mean, I kind of see what you're saying.
It's not as
not because this is a dang
Gory.
kidnapping.
yeah, it's not
You know
not
what
as
I mean?
it's not as clear cut and dry as Emmett Till, but
Right.
it's
It's not as intense.
Yeah.
as far as the social implications, I'm saying it's very similar.
Yo,
I might be-
a sister said
The
real
social
quick. right?
impacts.
No, you want to say something? No, go ahead.
No,
Go say what you
I
wanna
was gonna
say.
say I might be telling my age, but my first time learning about Emmett Till was Eyes on the Prize.
How long ago was
I
that?
don't know what that
This
shit
is this is y'all don't know about Eyes on the Prize?
No,
Mm-mm.
Listen, man, go check out Eyes on
You
the
definitely
Prize.
just told your age. That's all.
Listen, hey, it is what it is. Listen, go check out Eyes on the Prize.
Some
And
documentary
it basically
movie or
it's a documentary of all the stuff that we went through.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It starts with the Emmett Till, goes into the civil rights, goes to the bus burnings, all that type stuff.
But
I'm a documentary dude, so
I gotta
but
stop.
When I was a young, sorry.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm just kind of.
When I was a young boy, it was like I want to say I was like 8th grade or something like that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? They started doing this thing called Eyes on the Prize, and they used to actually show this joint. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I learned about Emmett Till.
Mm.
And that thing changed my life because they showed his face.
Mhm.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
they showed it in the movie too.
It was
$20, man.
life-changing.
I'm not making no money from Amazon Prime. Look, I'm not making no money,
right.
but I am saying that if it's a rough movie to watch,
Yeah.
but if you want to watch it, watch it. You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
definitely
But
watching
it's
that.
definitely rough. I mean, it kind
I
of
didn't.
goes.
I thought it was just a documentary. I didn't know.
Yeah,
it was
no,
like
I'm
a
definitely watching
movie.
it.
Yeah, it kind of
I'm
goes
scared.
into what we were talking
Somebody
about.
out there know about Eyes on the Prize, man. Go ahead and put a little something in the chat, man.
Okay,
Don't make me feel so old.
Somebody said, what's it? Latas said, he said, you know, she in the ISBK, she went straight to the actual definition. LOL,
She
yeah,
loves definitions
yeah.
from the bottom.
All I say is blame the general.
Shapat Dayak is heavy in the chat. Shapat Dayak, shout out to you. He said, ain't it a precept where every female is for their own kind? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, not the Zagabar said, don't give your sons to their daughters, and don't give your daughter to their sons. Deuteronomy 7:3.
That's right.
Yeah, you officer 5,000 motor bar. Yeah, can you drop a bomb for ISUP? Officer 5,000 motor bar. You know what I mean? Shapata Yak. Damn, you all in here, man. And MLK.
Yeah, he rock. I feel like Shapata Yak in the room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shapata
for real.
Yak. Yo, check this out, Shapata Yak. Yo, why don't you come up here to the show?
Yeah.
Check that out, man. Yeah, bring your music and everything to the show. And we'll work it out just the same way you came to Philly, right?
Yeah,
For the
Sure, the
feast.
drive is like 30, 40 less
Yeah.
minutes.
I think
Yeah.
you do the headpiece too, right?
Yeah, it's a shorter, and then you can bring some headpieces with you.
Yeah. I'm working on a commercial for you. All right.
Hey, because it ain't no sense of him coming for nothing.
Don't go for no reason now. Bring some headpieces with you.
Yeah. So Shapata Yak, yeah, come on up to the show. Yeah, the devil did say she lied about what she said.
That's what I heard that too.
Mariah,
Believe.
yeah, they did lie.
Actually, didn't show her age.
Eyes on the price. Eyes on the price.
Eyes on the prize.
He might have misspoke.
Okay.
Mistyped.
Who said that? Who said that about Eyes on the Prize?
Actually,
two
didn't
people
show
thought.
her age.
Israel, you listen, man. Israel know about the Eyes on
Okay,
the
so
Prize.
Princess Ash says she knows about Eyes on the Prize.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to
Yeah.
tell you, man. Eyes on the Prize was something serious.
I'm just trying to get
Everybody go watch it. It's on HBO Max.
Yeah, Shapata Yak. I ain't bullshitting, man. We ain't bullshitting over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. The 2023. I know it's getting kind of late in the year, so it's probably it's too cold to come up here now.
Go past state lines.
Cap, I couldn't even open my door. My car
cold as
right
hell,
now
man.
is open because my lock is frozen.
We had
You
this-
should
we
say that
almost-
on the air to
Brother, we almost died.
So somebody.
You don't understand.
We went to
Today we was okay. Let me just explain the story,
To the store.
and I'm let him say his side when I get done. But I have to say this. Okay,
I was gonna
today
say
we went to the
shit.
scrub store because I had to get scrubs. I got a new job or whatever. We go inside the scrub store. We was in there for what, like 10, 15
It
minutes.
was quick.
We was not in there for long, nigga. We get to the car.
15 minutes.
I stick the key in. It's like
If that.
Damn.
it won't
was not
turn
cold.
in the door. And I'm like, what the fuck? And we like, we cold. So I go in the store. I go in the store. I get a lighter. I'm like, look, let me just buy a lighter because I'm gonna heat up my key.
And
You
the
know,
wind-
stick it
the
in
wind
there,
was not
melt
letting
it.
them have it.
That wind was smacking me so hard. So then
the wind would not
the
let that-
lighter
that
was
lighter
the,
go.
it was going outside. I said down. I said, okay. So we're looking across the street.
We
Like,
had
okay,
like-
where can
had-
we
were like
go?
fucking
What place can we go
drug
to
addicts.
find something where we were walking like this?
hitting the fucking lighter.
And we okay. So we we trying to walk across the street, and it's just cold.
This code is like, it don't make no fucking sense.
Come
The code is like not here code. It's like, this is like Alaska. Like, this shouldn't be
Oh my
here where I
It's
live at.
different. It's
Oh,
definitely
This
God.
code, this code tonight is like the God's code. Like, this
Yeah.
code is like you feel like you in that movie. What's when he fought the bear?
The Revenant.
Yes,
The
the
Revenant.
Revenant. It feels like that
Leo
type of
DiCaprio.
code. Like I'm out in the wilderness, snow on the ground, bear trying to kill
If
me.
you see me fighting the bear, help the bear.
This code is not like regular. This code ain't like 21st century.
Yeah, that was bad. That code
This
was
code-
that
this
was
is like-
bad.
I'm trying to survive through the wilderness in the wintertime code.
I thought we was
Cool.
gonna die.
Cool.
I literally
Cool.
thought we was gonna die because we trying to get across the street, and that wind. I'm telling you, it felt like
It's
my teardrops was
disrespectful.
freezing. Like
It was disrespectful.
I don't feel no tears. I just see the teardrop. Boop. I'm like, I couldn't feel my ears. I couldn't feel my cheeks. And I'm like, oh my God. So we walk across the street. We go to this little Thai place and we get a little hot cup of water. Put the key in there. And he looking at me like, I was like, can we get?
And the
And
nigga
he was like,
I think the nigga thought he was going to drink the water.
he's like, I mean, you can drink the water here, but you can't. I said, I don't need to drink the water. I need
No,
it
it's
because, and I'm
fucking
trying to explain to him
hard.
like, Nigga, my keys, my car locked on me. My key is cold.
Nothing-
The
don't-
inside
Don't
is
use hot
cold.
water because you'll crack your joint. But yeah,
It worked.
Well,
He said
I
the
use
day-
hot water today.
It worked.
Sapata Yak said,
warm water.
Yeah, it worked.
Sapata Yak said the day after tomorrow cold.
Literally,
you just walk outside and
It's not
freeze and shit like.
This is crazy.
it was freezing.
Yeah.
I thought we wasn't gonna make it. I really
Like
did.
my car door is open right now because I can't risk locking it.
Damn.
Because then I'll be stuck out in the cold and then I'll die.
He gonna sleep in the
So right now, somebody
that's
can
the type of
still.
weather people
I'm worried
die
about
in.
my car because I got to push the start, so I'm wondering.
Oh,
Check it
wow.
out.
I might be stuck.
Let me tell you something right
You ain't got
now.
none, one of these.
Somebody
Yeah, I
can
ain't got
steal
one
my
of
goddamn tire.
Huh?
Somebody can steal my tire out of my car right now.
Damn.
They can steal my tire. They can steal my shades, my fake.
You probably shouldn't say
shades.
that on the
Huh?
air, Zion. Well, you can't be telling
So
people
you
that.
said fix it.
Well, if they watching and they want to steal my car, then maybe at least when they do come to steal it, they'll be by the school. Then maybe they can come to class.
I think they're gonna freeze them
Somebody
before
said
they
it's
wake up.
minus 27.
in Saskatchewan.
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 Saskatchewan. Is that in Canada? or something?
Is that where you at?
No, that's in Canada.
Yeah, I think. It's
Oh, damn.
Canada.
Good night.
Saskatchewan, eh?
Saskatchewan, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that cold is ridiculous.
That's cold as hell,
I
man.
thought I really
Cat,
thought it was
I
gonna
know
die.
it
I
said
said-
10 degrees today.
check
I
this
was
out.
like,
I thought that was
I
it.
sent Cap a documentary, not a documentary, but like a blog of niggas in Alaska.
I want to go to Alaska based off of that. And it's a series I started watching. Like a few, like 4-part video. The vlog nigga, and I want to go to Antarctica. Based
You
upon
saw, you saw
I've
that?
been watching that shit. I
You
want to
saw
go to
that.
fucking Antarctica now.
Yeah, Antarctica. Nigga went to Antarctica.
He went to Antarctica. It was
Yeah.
a bunch of he paid 15 stacks for it.
Yeah, 15,000.
But it's like other ones where you can like split the money up with other people and stuff.
Right.
I want to go to Antarctica.
Wanna go?
Antarctica, though?
Antarctica.
Antarctica.
So
What's in Antarctica?
You gotta go first. You gotta go to where he went.
You gotta go to Chile, like
You gotta
all
go
the way down.
all the way down to the tip. It's like a little town in Chile where everybody leave, where all the ports leave from that go down there. And it's like a 3-day voyage through the water from Chile to Antarctica. You got to go through the fucking what's this shit? Drake's Passage. And it's like some real rough water. It's like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, Drake's
You
Passage.
gotta travel through it. And then once you get past Drake's Passage, you get right up on Antarctica. And they take you on little tours and shit. And
What's in
Yeah.
Antarctica, though?
ice and polar bear.
So
Yeah.
why
And
would you want to go to
it's
Antarctica?
glaciers. It's like I would go there for one because it's like you going somewhere where very few people have seen it,
Okay.
and it's beautiful because it's like virtually untouched.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kind.
So it's like you
yeah.
seeing glaciers and little islands. And you seeing shit that is somewhere where literally no people don't live at. So it's nothing. It's just nature as is happening.
Yeah, because niggas be like, yeah, cause see, Antarctica, they got aliens. You know what I'm saying? They come out the glaciers.
the end of the earth.
There's
It's like
an
the
end of the
ice
dome.
wall.
The end of the dome is over there.
There's an ice wall.
And like, nigga, you
see,
ain't
the
never been
CIA
there.
is trying to stop you from that. See, they say it's Antarctica, but it's a rim around the earth. It's a rim of ice around the earth,
It circles the whole earth.
which is flat. It's a rim of ice around the earth,
And
which
they
is
got
flat.
elephants underneath.
And the CIA is trying to stop you from going past that. Because on the past that, you will realize your true destination as a black man.
It's the footstool. God puts his feet up on this thing.
You know what, Cap? You know what? We have a ton of videos out about things that we don't know about.
Right.
Things
we don't know
really
nothing
guessing.
about. Yeah, you're guessing.
Really guessing because one nigga who wrote a book one time said it.
Right.
They say the earth is flat and it's an ice
What the fuck is
wall.
a macaroni penguin?
Antarctica and the North Pole is an ice wall around the earth.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they say what is weather? They say it's a hole in the earth.
Yeah.
With niggas living there. Aliens. The aliens really is really on the planet, but they live in the planet.
But wouldn't that be amazing bragging rights? Where people be like, "What? You ain't never been there?" Be like, "Yeah, I've been to Antarctica."
Yeah.
Nigga be like,
Damn.
"You did?"
Yeah.
Antarctica is like the ultimate because nobody food if I go to Antarctica.
Yeah. And be like, "Yeah, you know what? I was out there." They be like, "You did?" Be like, "Yeah, I was out there, and you know what I mean? I went everywhere." They be like, "You does?"
You does?
You does?
And it's beautiful, like I said, because it's untouched. It's just the planet in its glory. It's like it's nothing. It's very few people that been there, so it's like it's not like cities or nothing there. It's just
Right.
ice and animals, and it's just the sky.
Polar
is clear.
bears and shit.
It's like,
Okay.
it's only been like it's a few bases that people that.
So
went
is
there.
polar bears on the ark?
Can you
Pretty
somebody asked that too. Somebody asked that. on
Yeah,
Clubhouse.
bro.
Yeah, somebody asked that.
Oh
on Clubhouse.
goddamn!
You know,
You know,
Clubhouse is definitely
polar bears was on the ark. Man.
you know, Clubhouse
They
is
had the
definitely
ice section.
you know, kind of get you, you know, where you know, people ask those kind of questions in
Right.
Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? Clubhouse, man, Wednesday night, man. Myself,
Yeah, dope.
Captain Kadazar, Captain Tazariak, man. You know what I mean? Wednesday night, One West on the 100 side, man. Make sure y'all check it out. Come in there, get on the stage, man. Rock out with us, man. We're gonna be on there from 8 to 12. God damn.
12.
That's a
Goddamn.
long goddamn
I gotta
time.
work tomorrow.
You're gonna do half of your shit on Clubhouse.
But,
You have your
like,
shit right
God
on there.
damn, that's a long goddamn time. But we're on there from 8.
I'm gonna get on Clubhouse
To
one of
12.
these days, man. It's just,
I am too, man. I missed it.
It's
I
just
missed it
such a
last
time
week.
commitment.
Cap sent me a joint
I
at
go in there, y'all
11:59.
talking about a bunch of positivity.
Yeah.
Cap got on there, it was like, and then he went right out. He went out with the traffic, you know, the traffic coming in.
Do y'all ever? You don't never argue with nobody.
We do. It be arguments on there. Like brothers might be like, they'll come on there and start talking
I
stupid.
thought Clubhouse was about argument.
Nah.
It do. Okay. Okay. It'll be the time where we will be teaching,
Mhm.
and then it's that time like you'll catch where somebody will come in and ask stupid questions.
God loves everybody.
And
Be
like,
like, God
what
damn.
and then
about-
they'll argue, but then Captain Tazariak can pretty much just put them all to bed.
Right.
Captain Kadazar too.
Yeah.
They be like, yeah, this one chick came in there, yeah, body bag, yeah, Captain Kataza.
Yeah. She put one scripture,
Captain Kataza.
and then the Gentiles were included. Yeah, body bag,
Body bag. Body. It says everybody.
Yeah,
It
what you got to
says
say about
everybody.
I
what
remember
you
that
got
clip.
to say about that, Captain
Captain
Kataza?
and she watched the show every goddamn Thursday.
Every day.
And
You know
still
what?
can't pronounce the nigga name.
That be cracking me up, man. A lot of these dudes that be coming
God,
against,
Kataza.
you know what I mean, the brothers, man. These
Chataza.
Chataza. Yeah, that's the one.
Chataza.
Chataza.
Captain Chataza.
Like
You watch the show every week.
every week they
You
consistently
still can't answer brother's nigga's name.
like the one boy that swear he
Captain
Jesus.
Chataza.
It's a boy that swear he Jesus.
Jesus
I
Christ.
guess his only followers is the ones that follow Cross the Line. You know what I'm saying? Because he got all the time to watch the Wednesday night show, the Thursday night show, all the other shows. Matter of fact, he's even on the Ruler's Speech one night. You know what I mean? Commenting
Damn.
like, damn.
Because apparently Jesus has
He
a
a
day
stalker.
job.
I guess
guess.
Jesus ain't got no followers, but
he off. He off
he's just
after,
trying to get ours.
He off after around about 9. Apparently.
Yeah, man. So Princess I said, man, it's too damn cold. It's too damn cold in Antarctica, man.
Yeah, it's too damn cold.
No, from the video I was saying, I
You gotta
watched,
wear a real
I watched until we actually got there. He said it wasn't that cold.
Yeah, you gotta go like in a certain season.
Yeah, I think they go through the Antarctic summer, which is
Yeah.
cold. You know,
Was it like 60?
Yeah.
It's probably less,
Yeah,
it's probably
yeah,
less than that.
yeah.
It's probably like 40s or something.
Yeah, like 40, but like 15
It's still
seconds.
cold, but it's warm enough to where they can get through with all the ships.
Gotcha.
I definitely would go there. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But I do want to go to Israel.
You want to go ice
I want to go to
fishing.
Israel. I want to go to Egypt.
I definitely want to go to Israel.
I was even thinking about going to California with General going out there. Going out there January the 12th.
They
You
got
going in
they got
January?
to say they got to say something to somebody sooner.
Yeah, because the General they did say that they was going to be hosting everybody.
Yeah.
If you do go out there, it's going to be Riverside, California. I checked the tickets. The tickets probably like $2.
It's not Riverside.
Oh, for real?
Well, the LAX to go to LAX is about $2,
And when's that?
and it's nonstop.
If you do that, you got to drive about a few hours to get to where the general gonna be at.
Yeah, but to go to LAX is about
It's in the Bay Area. It's not in LA.
Okay, so you can take an airport to Riverside, California,
You could, but after that, you got
or
if you go
San
to-
Francisco.
if you, yes, yeah. Riverside's near LA.
Yeah, so San Francisco, you can go in there, and they do got some flights, man. They be like, I was even considering. I was really
I might have to
considering
do
it.
that.
I was like, man, maybe I could just shoot out there real quick,
Hey, me and my fam been waiting to go to Cali, man. Let's
and
go.
and go to Vegas on the way back.
Yeah, ooh,
He's on the way
wee.
back.
Ooh, wee.
Well, we.
Yeah, because Vegas is dope. You know what I'm saying?
Vegas
I
is
want to
amazing.
go to
I had an amazing.
Vegas
time
is
in
good if you go on Monday through
I'm mad at
Wednesday.
with the flights or something.
No,
just
hotels.
this hotels, everything. You know,
Oh,
$20, $30. I can do that. You can say Circus for $6.
What?
Circus
so I heard Circus
$6 a
is,
night.
is the nigga hotel, so you know what that mean. What that mean?
Yeah, but I heard they. But I watched some of the the reviews.
That means when you go into the hotel,
arcade.
the Coke is still going to be on the dining room on the same night.
They do got a great arcade though. The arcade is super big in Circus.
Oh, for real?
That's the only thing. We was gonna go.
I heard it's for kids. Like if you want to take your kids there, it's for a day of fun.
My son,
but as far as
he want to go to Vegas. He's never
there,
going.
it's just not
I'm
good.
never taking my son to Vegas, bro.
It's not good.
I'm not gonna do it. I don't think it's nothing in Vegas for a kid.
No, I don't think so.
There be people out there with their kids and everything.
Because I'm trying to be drunk the whole time.
Because I'm trying to be irresponsible.
Every Fat Tuesdays, I'm hitting up. Put the extra shot in.
I can't take no kids with me. I'm trying to be irresponsible out
the
here.
whole time.
Yo, them daiquiris get you tore up though.
Quick,
you gotta be careful of
that.
that.
You do, buddy. Sneak up on you.
You listen, man. Go ahead and think that 99 octane ain't gonna do it. That 99 octane will hit you.
Yo, them daiquiris
I'm
ain't no joke.
experienced. I'm from Philly. We used to do that on Fat. You know what I mean?
But I'm at the point now. I realize that when I get on the plane now, I have to pay for the bigger seat.
Yeah.
I cannot get the regular seat like everybody else. I know. I tried to do it. I got away sometimes. Was lucky a few times, and I got the exit row seats. But now it's no way that I cannot pay the extra money that it takes to fly.
Can you stand up like all the way on the plane?
Yeah, I can stand up on it. I gotta bend down a little
gotta get
bit.
in the middle.
I gotta bend down a little bit.
But when he stand up, and wait for everybody to get out, he be standing like this.
I don't know who can stand up all the way and while you in the row though.
Nobody can.
but I gotta get the exit row. I gotta save people if the plane go down.
Yeah.
You know, they'd be like, are you willing to help the plane? Are you gonna play?
But I need a verbal yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna help.
I'll be like right behind them. They be like, niggas not here. I need a verbal yes, man.
But if this plane is going down,
I need you to say yes.
If the plane is going down, I'm just gonna be like this.
Sleep like rocking back and forth.
Right.
Yeah.
Open the hatch up.
I'll be like, look, hey, look, you gotta get a verbal yes or no where you would want to help if the plane go down. If the plane start going up, I'm like, we're gonna die! We're gonna die!
It's over for all of us. Say your prayers now.
Y'all gotta be the worst nigga that they gonna have in that goddamn second.
He gonna be out there just like,
say your prayers now.
I'll be like, Lord, why has thou forsaken me?
Oh God! Oh God!
He gonna be like,
God! They're gonna be like, hey, and they're gonna be like,
happen this way.
They're gonna be like, maybe we should have gave him a seat. Maybe we should have gave him a seat right here.
Oh my God!
And they're gonna be like, maybe we should have gave this nigga a seat. They're gonna be like, hey, wait, hold on. They're gonna be like, it's just turbulence, man.
Hey, bro. Go home and go to bed. We trying to sleep back here. We trying to sleep. It's just a little bumpy. We good now. We about to land in like 2 minutes, bro.
So they go, we about to land, man. We about to land.
Oh, shit. It's just turbulence. That's funny as shit. It's just turbulence, man. Hold it down, bro. Hold it down.
oh man.
Hold it down. Oh God! Oh, I am on high.
Damn.
That's funny.
Oh, man.
Shit.
Oh man, that's funny. Yo, that was funny. That's definitely.
It's just turbulence. We need to
That's definitely the laugh of the show, man.
We need to skit out of that. It's just turbulence. All that shit there, dude. It's just turbulence, man.
Like, calm down, goddamn.
Hey, because check this out. You on the exit row, so you're supposed to have a little bit more self-control.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You supposed to be ready for what
You sitting on the jaw, holding on to the seat like,
Yo, hold on to the seat as well. Hold on to the seat. Hold on to the seat, man. You so out of here. You so you about to die. And you hold on to both sides. At the same time.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh my god. He's on both sides of the seat. Oh god. Yo, that is hilarious, bro.
Oh man.
shit.
Oh man, my damn stomach hurt, man.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, that was the funniest. that was the funniest shit of the show, man.
Oh my god. I thought we was talking about traveling.
Oh,
I
shit.
thought we was talking
Yeah.
about.
I don't even know.
Nah,
Oh my
but-
God.
but we were talking about like going to the out to Cali. where the
Yeah,
general
yeah,
going.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where the general going, you know what I'm saying? And he gonna be in Riverside. He gonna be in Northern California.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he ain't been out there before.
And it would be dope to pull up.
Yeah,
It would
Definitely
be dope
would be.
because he probably expecting to go out there and just be on his own.
right.
But it'd be dope to go out there, you know what I'm saying, pull up. That's what
I'm trying to
I've been trying to go to Cali
no,
for a
well,
minute.
I'm trying to go overseas on this
Ooh
year.
wee.
Israel?
I'm with you, Cap.
As soon as I know that there's a thing, I will be preparing for it.
What you thinking? Like maybe go to Israel and Egypt too?
No, I'm talking about to one of the camps. But I probably would go- before I do that, I would personally would want to go to the camp in the United Kingdom before I go
That'd
to
be
Israel.
dope.
I would dedicate some money to going there first.
Check this out.
Be personal.
Right, and that's actually really good because that's definitely what I would do that too. If the only way I was gonna do that is if if Israel was on the way getting there,
It ain't on the way.
Nah, I ain't on
it
that.
ain't on the way.
That's on the way.
Okay,
to
maybe I'm
Israel.
tripping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not on the way.
so
You would hit you would hit Europe first, and then you hit Europe first, and then the Middle East.
so check this out, Kat. If I go on the flight like that long, because now I know going to
15
to-
hours.
right going to Vegas is what 5, right?
Like
Mm.
5, 6. Yeah.
How'd you feel on the flight, Shakar?
Coming rough,
Terrible.
It
bad.
was rough.
Coming back, I slept the whole
I
time, so it
didn't.
wasn't
I
that bad.
didn't. No.
Okay, so going, it's pretty rough, right?
Yeah.
So imagine going that far.
If
being on the
the
plane
more I can sleep, the better it is.
You would have to You would have to have first class. You would have to be like.
Right, that
Yeah.
brings me into what I was saying, the water too, sis, because that's exactly what I was saying. I was saying if I go overseas, then I have to get the bigger, like I got to get a good seat.
Yeah, you like
If
have
I
to
gotta
fly
pay
first
more
class.
money.
I could do it.
I got to pay more money, but they even got some seats. They got some seats.
That's like
They
amazing.
got some seats
Uh-huh.
that, like, if say you going to Dubai or
It's like
something
a
like
bed or
that,
something.
where you in your own room.
Yeah.
They got it's like a side room, and you in the room. They come and they give you pajamas. They give you. I was like,
Pajamas.
damn, but it's like 15 stacks though.
Mm.
If I got a regular seat and I'm on that bitch for 12, 15 hours,
Oh my god.
I'm gonna make friends with whoever I'm sitting next to.
Yep.
If I don't know them, of course,
Yeah,
because I need to at least be able to make conversation with whoever this is, so I can get my mind off of this tight ass seat, and
You be like,
maybe I get the normal well enough I can start leaning a little bit.
yeah. I mean,
You know what I'm
like, yo, what's in that? He be like, in Bombay.
hey, yo, Cat gonna be leaning on the white man like this.
Because that's the problem with the seat. The problem with the seat mainly is that I gotta go like this.
Right.
I gotta do like
You
this.
gotta get up in there.
But if I can lean on you a little bit,
Yeah.
You know what we gotta do? We gotta pay the money. This gotta be added into the budget. We're gonna have to pay the money
to get good
to
seats.
get assigned seats.
Yeah.
So where everybody is, that's just what it's gonna have to be. We all gonna have to pay that money.
If I know you already,
fly to Israel on
so that
Frontier.
so that we can fuck Frontier.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to fly. Frontier sucks.
Arab Emirates is some shit.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fly and we're gonna have to pick our seats,
Right.
and we all gonna have to sit together in the section.
Yeah.
That way we can have the wiggle room.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If we need to, if you gotta lean or you gotta stretch your feet out, brother might have to lean back a little bit so you
Right.
can get
That'd
a
be
little
the
bit more
best
space.
Yeah.
Or we need the seats that go all the way back
Right.
where you can just lay down and they
Exactly.
just come and just put a blanket over you.
I just need a row. Just give me a row.
Yeah.
That's all
Because
I
look,
need.
you're gonna be like this the whole way if you ain't coach.
And I'm sure it's commonplace if you're doing a fight that long that they accept you walking back and forth a little bit, standing
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
who the fuck gonna sit down for 12 hours?
Me, I'll be like, I gotta get the fuck off this plane. He'll be like, let me out. Nah, I'd be like, God.
But sir, we're still over the ocean. Find the nearest island now. Find the nearest island and land this plane.
Land this motherfucker.
That's how. Look, Cap. I had a panic attack on the plane. Remember that?
No.
Remember I told you that when we was in.
Oh yeah.
when we was in Orlando.
Yeah.
I was drunk. Not drunk, not
You
drunk,
were
but
sauced.
we would drink. Yeah, I was saucy because we were
Right.
drinking those. We was at Fat Tuesday.
Kind of
joints.
a kind.
Yeah, it was at the Fat Tuesday.
Kind
So
of
joint.
like basically you had a
It does it
hangover
all
on
the
the
time.
plane. And just,
and it's different when you at 30,000 feet in
He's
the
like,
air.
it's something on the wing of this plane.
who is that?
So I was like, literally, I was on the plane coming back from Passover, and I was like, I gotta get the fuck off this plane. I was like, damn, I gotta get the fuck off this plane. And like,
How did you feel? You feel like it's super uncomfortable?
yeah, I felt like uncomfortable. It felt like I knew what I had to do to feel better, but if I would have did that, I would have died,
Oh,
and everybody
man.
else would have died.
You
Damn.
gotta get off the plane.
Right, I had to get off
open
the
the
plane.
hatch.
Manifest.
So I just
But
was
I
like,
don't think I don't think you can open the hatch when you flying.
I was just like,
It's like the pressure is too much.
I was in my seat like,
He's gonna say
They're like, this nigga tripping.
3, 2, 1.
they was like,
1, 2, 3.
they was like,
What the heck is bothering me?
they was like, yo, you need some water. I was like, yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, I don't think you can even you can open the hatch because it's something about the pressure when you flying that fast up in the air. You can't open it up. Or not when it's flying like that.
But I was able to get my breathing under control, and I was
shit.
able to, land on the ground without,
Focus.
becoming a terrorist.
Damn.
Damn.
Damn, it's about to duct tape you to the seat.
Yeah.
Delaware man breaks through plane as it flies.
Right.
Whenever y'all fly, do y'all ever be trying to figure out who the marshal is?
No.
I haven't.
Damn.
I'd be like looking. I'd be like, damn, I wonder who.
You want some passenger
Probably never
57
know.
type stuff.
You don't ever like be trying to figure it out.
Always bet on black.
Okay, you probably have flown the plane. You've flown enough to where you have flown a flight with a flight marshal. But I looked at it before. It's not one on every plane. That's a myth.
That's stupid.
Yeah, you know what?
What the hell is
think about it,
Wesley
though,
Snipes?
it's not enough. It's not enough marshals. It's not enough.
But
law
how do
enforcement.
we know how many marshals it is out there?
Okay, so part that y'all
look it
said
up.
it's over 2,000 pounds of pressure on the door.
Yeah,
Jeez
you can't open the door. While it's
No
flying,
way.
you can't open it up.
I didn't know it was that much.
While you up in the air going, you can't open it up.
So what you saying is them arrows was pretty strong hanging on to the door, huh?
Yeah,
No,
but-
it's not even about the door itself. It's about the is that plus it's something about the pressure as the shit is going. I'm not saying.
Yeah, but you know what?
It's something about the pressure as it's going that you
Yeah.
can't open it. It's like the wind or some shit. I don't know.
You know what? And you know what? Because look, I was talking to the sister that I work with. I was like, yo, oh man, I'm gonna be with Isaiah work. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew I was gonna be with you. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be with Isaiah work, man. We gonna get it on. We gonna drink. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna just get on the plane and I'm gonna sleep all the way back home. That was the plan.
Right.
And you know what she said to me? She's like, you sure you want to drink like that before you get on the plane? Because you never know how your body's gonna react to you being 30,000 feet in the air. I was like, man, I'm good, man. I ain't nothing, man. What, man?
30,000 feet.
Man, give me that liquor. Got on that motherfucking plane.
He's like,
And
God!
my body reacted something.
I was down
something-
for a second.
it was something that I've never ever felt before, and I was like, "Yo, this is a panic attack."
Oh,
And
shit.
so now, when I get on the plane, I make sure that I am sober.
Damn.
I make sure I am sober.
And that's
No
always my
liquor.
mentality. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get lit. and then
No
get on this
liquor.
plane.
I am going to deal with this flight because I have a little anxiety with flying anyway. But and so I thought that maybe the alcohol would probably maybe
Kind of,
kind of soothe it a little bit,
Right.
because I could just drink and then just get on the plane and just go to sleep and just stay up all day. You know that one, right?
Right.
Stay up
Yep.
all day, all night,
all night,
and then get on the plane,
and
drink
go
and
to
everything.
sleep.
So you get on there and you just pass out. Nah, it didn't work for me. And this is why, I make sure that I'm not, drinking or anything like that before I go on the flight.
Mm.
The longest flight I've ever been on was one to Vegas.
I was about to
It was
say
5
Vegas.
hours and 50 minutes.
Yeah, that was a long
Nice
trip.
long flight.
To Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice
And then
long
you get
flight.
off the plane and it's like,
It depends on
you only been
situation.
on the plane for 3 hours. Stop lying.
Yeah,
You gotta
You
sleep.
gotta walk
Sleep
through
through
the
flights.
long ass airport. The
yeah,
airport is big.
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
A big
So,
airport.
man, look, I love Vegas, man. I want to go
Vegas is
back. You
dope.
know what I'm saying? I want to
enjoy
vlog,
Vegas.
want to vlog it some more. I want to
That's what we
go
gotta
to,
do.
Israel,
No,
vlog
I want to go to New Orleans next. This is where we go.
New Orleans would be dope.
New
You gotta
Orleans,
be careful there.
Nolans.
What's gonna happen?
Yeah, let's go to
Like,
Nolans.
they just a little
They be
wild
kidnapping
down
folks or
there.
something.
But we just gotta, we just gotta deal with the school.
Kidnapping people,
we
putting them in the walls.
We got a school down there, sis. So we don't
Oh,
have
yeah,
to.
I
We don't
forgot.
necessarily have to be. We
Shreveport.
don't have to
How
be.
far is Shreveport from New Orleans?
Probably maybe an hour or two, maybe an hour and a half. We got Matterboard in the chat. But check it out, sis. When we go to these places, we got schools in these places, so
That's right.
we're not tourists. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
So we got niggas who's there, like niggas
Yeah,
like,
they
nah,
know-
we
they
ain't
know
going over
what's
there.
going
Yeah,
on.
we gonna go over here, whatever.
That's true.
And so we got the one up. You know what I'm saying? But I do like the idea of going to Louisiana. You know what I mean? Nolans. You know what I'm saying? And Lord willing, shit. We go back to motherfucking Vegas again.
Listen,
You know
Vegas
what
is
I'm saying?
always.
We got a lot of traveling to do.
Yeah, we got a lot. Of
I want to go
traveling
to
do.
Cali. Now that you're I
We go to
definitely want to go to
Antarctica.
Cali.
Look, what y'all trying to do?
Europe.
We don't got a lot of time.
What y'all trying to do?
When is Cali?
We don't got a lot of time.
January the 12th.
January 12th.
We ain't gonna make it
Shoot,
that
that's
one.
my time.
My time re-up. My time re-up. I got this week.
Look, but y'all
I got
gotta say y'all time until December. We can't run out of time. We
Well,
just now get new time. We can't run out.
yeah, but I got 4 weeks now. I got an extra
I
week
get a
now.
lot of time.
I got 4 weeks, 5
Got a whole year left.
personal
Yeah.
days, and 7 sick days. So I gotta be.
Yeah, I get a lot of time.
I call them to work like.
Be calling with the MFA. Hello, I'm not feeling very well.
Yo, hold on.
Man, I just saw you the other
my
day.
red be like, he can't talk right now. He
Hello, isn't it?
he's trying to.
I think I got COVID.
That's it. You know what I mean? But we definitely going where you want to go.
Yeah,
To Israel. We got to do it.
We
I
got
wanna
to
go
do
to
it.
Jamaica.
I want to do Puerto Rico.
I
We could do-
was just gonna say that. I do want to, because he went to Puerto Rico and I missed out.
wanna go
I
to
do want to
Puerto
go to
Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Cap trying to go
Puerto
in
Rico.
February.
Yeah.
Can't tell her.
Oh, I was just saying, you ain't tell me that.
Listen,
I'm
man,
gonna tell you something.
trying to
I'm gonna
go
tell you
wherever.
something, Shakara. You're gonna like Puerto Rico.
If I can dance a little bit, I'm gonna have a good time.
You're gonna like Puerto Rico because I'm gonna tell you why you're gonna like it. Because Puerto Rico is not a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a lot of shit you gotta pay for so much money.
Mhm.
But it's just dope. Like it's just overall like the vibe is dope. Like I remember driving around, all the signs are in Spanish.
Mm.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know, I was like, man, it was like the Rachel. I'm like, okay, go right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was dope. You know, myself, Captain Ariah, we just went out. I remember Captain Ariah. I woke up in the morning. He was already gone with Captain Tower and everybody. I woke up at 9 o'clock. They was already gone and out for the day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm tripping out here. You know, I'm trying to seek the 10.
Right. Yeah, I definitely want to go to Puerto Rico.
Y'all was in San Juan.
Yeah.
Y'all was
Puerto
in.
Rico's it's like a good
I
intro.
want to go to
Yeah,
Jamaica.
they was in Old San Juan, and then they went down there. They was chilling, but in our Airbnb, this is why I'm like on Airbnbs. The Airbnb we had was so great that shit could fit like 15 people.
Mm.
They have a jacuzzi.
Yeah, 15 couples. You know what I'm saying? Like it was dope. It had like 4 bedrooms. It had a big ass living room. It even had like spots where it had like beds where you and your red could stay.
Right.
You know, and lay down.
They made use of space like everywhere.
Yeah, and and then it was behind like a gate. It was a security gate that closed. Like you pull up to the driveway, and then it would just the gate would open, and then when you get in, it would just close. And they had like barbed wire type, not barbed wire. Was it barbed wire?
It was kind of like the way we said it was like kind of like a gated community. It was like a gated community because when you went in front, you had to talk to the security guard to let you in.
Yeah, so it was safe. It was safe.
Got you.
And that's mainly what we want. We want safety, right? And then so we got in. We went snorkeling. We did all that, man. Right now, if we was to go to Vegas, if we was to go to Puerto Rico right now, it'd be 80 degrees outside.
So we're going in February.
Simone, let's go, homie.
Yeah, not like Vegas. It ain't the fake. The fake hot.
Yeah.
When we went to Vegas, it was cold. It was cold in Vegas.
Real deal tropical.
Yeah, real deal tropical. We go there right now. It's gonna be hot.
Get in the water right now.
Get in the water right now. We went January. We went January the 1st to when was it? Like, was
It
it
was
the
like
first?
early January.
Yeah, it was beginning. The
Yeah,
first week of January.
I remember that too because we was somewhere. We was in San Juan, like the old city tourist section, and there was a homeless man directing traffic as if he owned
like he's really doing that shit.
as if he owned the parking spaces, trying like, hey, it's a parking space right here.
Right.
Like he was
Yeah.
trying to do it for tips and shit.
But check it.
And
We
he was
went.
like, and he said some shit in Spanish, and Yaquab knew that you kind of got to go with somebody that knows
A
Spanish.
little bit of Spanish.
Yeah.
Because I realized Yaquab helped that trip a whole lot because he knows a good amount of Spanish. He basically fluent.
Yo, we went to the jungle. We went to the jungle.
Oh, shit.
We went to all that, man. We was in the jungle.
I think I still follow him on
That
Instagram.
shit
The
was
nigga that
dope.
took us.
Yeah, we was in the jungle. You know what I'm saying? We was out drinking like a goddamn fool. You know what I'm saying? It was just dope, man. Not like we was drinking like all
Right.
crazy,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying?
We don't want people think we having fun and shit.
Yeah, but you know, we was out there, you know, it was chilling. And guess what?
He really went there to study the Bible.
But check this out though. The Airbnb was official.
Word.
This was like the best Airbnb I've ever stayed in. It
I
had
mean,
a
I
pool
never-
table and everything.
Yeah. See,
It had a pool table. It
That's my thing.
had a like a hot tub. We was in a hot tub. You know what I'm
Gonna get
saying?
in the
Just
hot
chilling.
tub.
You know what I'm saying? We was chilling, just having a good time. And we
Word.
was in Puerto Rico, man.
Yeah, I definitely want to check out Puerto Rico. I definitely want to go to Cali. You know what I mean? And of course, absolutely want to go to Israel, man.
Yo.
I think that'll be the dopest trip.
I don't think you understand
And I
what
want
I'm
to go on
saying.
a cruise, man.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
I understand, sir.
We went to Puerto Rico and it was hot.
Come on.
Not like none of this shit here.
Right.
It was hot.
It's cold as hell.
Summertime.
It's
Hot.
cold.
It was like summertime over there. It was like 80 degrees over there. And we was out there baking in the sun. That's what I'm talking about.
And that was in February.
Okay, so Zapata said he want to find a barefoot red with a afro in the jungle, and that speaks no English. That speaks no
She gonna have some real
English.
fast feet.
She's speaking no
English.
You speaker? No.
Hey, and Nakashwan, what's up? Hey, Nakashwan, let me say this right now. Are you in here right now? You in here, Nakashwan? You still in here?
Ask him if
Give
he
me a
thought-
one if you still in
if
here.
he thought about the
Yeah,
tail.
Natasha.
I want to say something to you right now. If you still in here,
You was about to ask him about emancipation too.
Nakashwan, you still in here, Nakashwan? If he, okay, no sweat. If Nakashwan is not in here, if he just was swinging through, let me tell you something.
Yeah,
Okay,
go ahead, put a one in.
Nakashwan's still in here. Nakashwan is amazing with those damn breakdowns that he does
Mm-hmm.
on those movies that he be watching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you should definitely look. I'm telling you, and I've told you before, like on your your comment section or whatever for the reviews that you be giving on these movies and stuff. But the way that you give those reviews on those movies, I'm telling you, like I could see you with 2 million subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Or people watching to see what you got to say on the breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have something special there, and I would say keep rocking with what you're doing because it's dope. Like I've never seen a breakdown that he's done on a movie that has been whack.
I tell you. I remember when he did the joint on Prey. It almost made me not want to watch the joint, man. But I eventually watched the joint and I see, you know what I mean? I could see exactly what he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you can take it for face value, or you can take it like when he says certain things, it's like you kind of look for it and you see it and you're like, yeah. They definitely try to put her in
that's
power
that
and
brother's
all that type
niche.
Stuff. Yeah, that's
his niche.
He definitely
I'm
got
trying
that.
to tell you, that's that brother's niche, man.
But without
like, I would, I would like to have that brother come on the show.
Well, he's supposed to be part of the show.
Yeah, I would like to have you. If you, I'm telling you, Nakashwan, I would like to have you come on the show.
Yeah,
and do that what you're saying right now, what you be saying on those videos that you be putting out.
I would like to know without doing a spoiler. What you think about Emancipation, the John with Will Smith?
Emancipation.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of slave movies out there, and I think, in my opinion, that's about as probably close as Django you gonna get.
Wait a minute. Okay, so the black man won.
Yeah.
The black man won.
Yeah,
he won.
Yeah, I didn't know that story was based off the dude on the
So
Never Forget
shout out to
shirt.
Nakashwan, man.
I didn't
Shout out to
know that.
Nakashwan.
Yep.
I didn't know that it was based off of him.
All right.
I just think it could have been more like, and it's a couple stuff out there that I would like.
What's that guy's name?
I forget his name.
Will Smith?
No, the guy he played. The
because
Haitian.
that was based off a true story. What's that dude's name?
I forget his
Oh,
name.
the dude, his back all.
all
whipped
jacked
up.
Yeah.
Jean Pierre.
Jump. Yeah, it is something like that. But that joint, and there's another slave joint out. It's about a chick that she kind of like and like when we was talking about the Emmett Till situation, it kind of made me think about this chick that she kind of, I think it's called Kindred.
Oh yeah, I was trying to watch that the other day.
And it goes like she goes in and out, like
She like flashes
based
back.
flashes back. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's based off a book.
His name is Whipped Pete.
Huh?
Whipped Pete.
Mm.
Whipped Pete. That's the name of the guy. The Cosmo just put in the chat.
Oh, Whipped Pete.
Whipped Pete.
Whipped Pete.
Yeah, that's the guy that Emancipation is made after.
Yeah, I thought it was all right. But just a quick brief little what you think of with that joint, and if you've seen the joint Kindred, you know what I mean, what you think about that as well. Like, you know what I mean, eventually we got to get him on.
I want to
here.
watch it, but the first few minutes seem a little corny.
It is, but it's like it makes you think about like how would you be, like, you know, how would we think how we would be if we was able to go back in time, and how would we actually and honestly, I don't think none of us will make it.
but
the good thing is that when you die, you come back. You know what I mean? You come back here, and it's like, all right, let me go back. You know what I'm saying?
But real
we would
shit,
die
though.
so many goddamn times.
You know, but real shit though, man. The Cosmo, man, you got something special. But
yeah, he
you
does.
got something special there, man. Don't give that shit up. Rock with that shit. That shit is the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, just keep rocking with that, and you'll be good to go. You're gonna be the brother that got 2-3 million subscribers, and then then I can come on your show. Shit.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So look, man. All right. Look, we're gonna wrap it up.
No, we're not. We still here until 4 a.m.
We're gonna wrap it up, man.
Oh, my watch.
You know what I'm saying? And look, man. Look,
3 hours.
y'all should definitely not celebrate Christmas this year.
Yeah, please don't.
You know, I know that we at the precipice of, you know, celebrating this year, but you know, we have to stand on our morals, stand on what we was taught, and stand with the Lord. Right. And then maybe we can not be a slave this year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, we appreciate everybody that's in here on the chat. Right. We appreciate Captain Tazaria, Captain Kadazar.
That's right.
You know
that's right. That's right.
Make sure y'all check us out. One West on the 100 side on Wednesday, man.
That's
Get in the room.
Get in there.
Get in there.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? It'd be greatly appreciated, you know what I'm saying? And you know what? Like, I appreciate everybody's perspective, because y'all, you know, definitely should have learned a lot of things today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got healing today.
Healing.
You need a healing?
Correction.
You need a healing?
Hold on. We got healing today.
Smooth it out.
Hold on,
Bring it out. Ooh.
We got healing today.
As always.
do it again. Do it again.
He's having too much fun with that.
We talked about
you need a healing. You got two of the fingers. You need a healing.
We talked about a lot of things today. We talked about relationships.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shakara said a lot of things today.
That's right.
Today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That a lot of women should understand.
Yeah.
Right? You know, Captain Ariyah said a lot of things about, you know, women being submissive.
Right.
Up, down, up, down. You know what I mean? So he said a lot of things that was good for women to understand. Women's.
God
damn. Women's
need to get it together.
Women's.
He said a lot of good things tonight. I can't even package it all up.
Right.
But, you know, in all, everything that we're saying today is to lead to this. Don't celebrate Christmas.
Don't let your women be your rulers. Don't let your children be your oppressors.
Right. Stay away from it. Learn and get yourself together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that we can go into the next year not as bad as we went into this year.
And we ain't talking about January 1st.
You know what I'm saying? And that is the reason why we here, man. Shout out to Cross the Line Radio, man.
That's
Shout out
right.
to everybody that's been rocking with us. the 32 people that was in here, you know, the 40-something people that was in here, but only 2 likes, y'all suck.
Y'all
Get y'all
something
shit
else. You
together.
are something else. 2 likes.
Y'all
2
suck.
daggone
At
put a
least,
thumb down or something.
dislike the video.
Don't like it.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't even. Sapat
You
Dayak,
lazy mother.
Sapat Dayak was in the chat all night, but I don't
All
think he
night.
hit the like button.
He said, I fuck with y'all, but I'm not liking this shit. What you talking about?
Dislike
Give us
it
a
or something.
dislike,
Right.
whatever it is. Give us a
He
dislike.
said, what I look like liking a nigga shit?
Yo, we looking at y'all right now. Let me see how many likes we get.
Yeah, we gotta look. Give us a dislike. It still
Give us
do
something,
something.
Man. Do something.
You know what I mean?
Get it together.
The
algorithm
algorithm
up.
shaking one way or the other.
Yeah, Israel in here, man. He
And once
throwing
again,
up the
make sure y'all
fire.
go out. If you're watching on
Most High
Cross
in
the Line
Christ,
right
Israel,
now,
Israel, thank you.
make
thank
sure
you.
if you're watching on Cross the Line on YouTube, go to that YouTube search bar, open up a tab, do what you got to do,
Right.
and go to Rude in Speech Vidcast 3.0. Rude in Speech Vidcast 3.0.
Right.
Go to our YouTube channel, like, subscribe,
Right.
hit that notification bell, as all the YouTubers say, and get with us, man. You know what I'm saying?
Get them likes
You know
up.
what I'm saying? Trying to work the algorithm in our favor, trying to push this show out. We've been doing it for a minute.
Yeah, man.
Really trying to get some recognition at this point, and you know, further the Lord's work the
Yeah.
way we've found to do it.
Right.
Yeah, man. So we appreciate
We do this
everybody,
for
man.
nothing. We do this for the likes, man.
Nigga, we do this for God.
Yeah, we appreciate
Just
y'all,
for the
man.
Lord.
Get it up, man. Shoot, we
She
trying
said
to get
you
this.
have 7 on Rude in Speech.
Huh?
The liar said you have 7 on Rude in Speech.
7 live viewers. You saying?
I don't understand.
What's she saying? 7 live
She
viewers.
might maybe went up. All right. Tazaliah, what's going down, man? Can you drop a bomb for Tazaliah, please, before we get out of here? And then could you drop another one for Sapat Dayak for holding it down for 4 hours? You know what I'm saying? And Asher, man. What's going on, Asher?
It's going up.
13
13
The
likes
likes
now.
are going up.
That's what I'm
Come
Yeah,
saying.
on,
the likes
Liar,
is going
keep us
up, man.
posted.
Get them up
Yeah,
there.
let's
Get them
get
in
'em up.
there.
We appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate Tazaliah, man. Look, we gotta have you down here.
Yeah, for real.
Damn.
Yeah, y'all gotta get some of her insight.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Got some words of wisdom for real.
Yeah.
Indeed, she do.
Yeah, we get Tazaliah down here. Hey, look, hey, we barking up the wrong tree or not? You let me know. All right.
We got had this debate about Eric. What's his name?
Who?
EPMD.
What about
all
EPMD?
right. So
what you said about EPMD, man?
That level
So
of our
Why you starting on EPMD? We late in the show. You already, sir.
So Tazaliah, man, you let me know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You want to come down, get on the show. She said, give it up for the Lord. It's going up. Give it up for the Lord. The podcast, yeah. Shalom, Lord of Christ to you. You know what I'm saying? So look, man, don't celebrate Christmas. I'm pretty sure that
Please
ain't
don't.
nobody on here right now is gonna celebrate Christmas.
Right.
Because we
Not-
know better.
Right.
You want to say something?
No.
It's tonight's Christmas Eve, right? Oh,
No, tomorrow.
Christmas.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Christmas. I mean,
Yeah.
tomorrow's
No,
Christmas Eve.
Sunday. Sunday's Christmas.
What is Christmas? Christmas
Christmas.
Sunday.
Christmas is
Christmas
Saturday
Sunday.
is Christmas Eve.
Saturday's Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Don't be up there staying up all night looking at the daggone sky, hoping somebody gonna come. And y'all stop threatening your kids with a daggone oppressor.
Yeah, so check this out, man.
Can't say what I want to
Make
say.
sure y'all check out myself, Captain Ariyah, Captain Tawar, man. We got a 6-part series coming out,
Ooh-wee.
and we're gonna be up in Kensington, man. So y'all already know what it
K&A,
is,
baby.
what's going on with that. And yeah, we're gonna bring it out, man. So yeah, shout out to Commander General Yohana. Y'all make sure y'all check out Black Watch on Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying? Make sure y'all check out Crossline Radio
Mhm.
on Thursday nights at 10 p.m. 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
9 p.m.
Mhm.
Right? And then also, man, check out the One West on the 100 side. That's on Wednesday nights
That's right.
at 8 o'clock.
That's
all right. And then don't forget Rude and Speech, man. You know what I mean? Vidcast.
Rude and Speech.
That's gonna be on Fridays, all right.
That's
So yeah, we're gonna go and get out of here, man. Look, let's get
I
out
don't
of here,
know.
man.
That's
I'm tired of playing
Friday and
games.
occasional Saturday.
All right, y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm tired
yeah,
of playing.
yeah.
We got
we
Shakar right
forgot
here.
a big topic. We might have to talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
want to do that? You want to do that?
We forgot about Tory Lanez. I'm gonna talk about him tomorrow.
Yeah, we can do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. So all right. So I'm gonna end it like this, man. I'm Captain Josiah One,
Isaiah War.
It's Captain Ariyah.
Shakara.
and we are Rude and Speech, man, and we'll be right back tomorrow. Just make sure y'all just
Peace out.
Stay tuned or whatever, man.
Yeah.
All right, so just remember that the ISUPK and Rude and Speech is endless, man.
That's
We ain't
right.
never gonna stop.
There's no group out there better than ISUPK.
Never, ever, ever.
That's right, man.
Yeah.
Shit. We got some beats to go out to.
Yeah.
Turn numbers are gone.
That's my joint.
We got 15 likes on it.
So special.
This shit is endless. What I speak is the truth. I don't care if it's offensive. 12 rounds hit hard, and this shit gon' go the distance. Way to exit cool, but wait till you see the interest. Know that we them niggas when we walk inside the entrance. Put me as the GOAT, you should be honored to get a mention. All my clips is standard, but I still get extensions. Switch on the big 30, sound like when it's spitting. Album so hot, I had to give them an extension. One West till they bury me. Yeah, that's the commitment. Don't trust the soul, niggas purring or they hissing. And when it's so much, they just think I put the fix it. Get the game to go my way, they gon' thinking that I rigged it. If I say it in my raps, I would do it or I lived it. What you say in your raps is entertainment, you just kidding. Hard times, I got tired of being broke, so I fixed it. This pole get the job done. Nigga, this is stick shit. What I speak is the truth, I don't care if it's offensive. The life that I chose, no turning back, we end this. They don't understand till we tell them no forgiveness. Rain on them 40 days, 40 nights, shit is endless. What I speak is the truth, I don't care if it's offensive. This the life that we chose, no turning back, we end this. They don't understand when we tell them no forgiveness. Rain on them 40 days, 40 nights, this shit is endless. Reincarnation, so you know this endless. I'm solidified and stamped, that's why I walk with a signet. Build it from the ground up, did it all independent. Don't put your head in my business, to the wall I'm appended. They say I walk around like I'm perfect, bitch, I'm sinless, blameless. And if you ain't the same, I'm against it. Was born with the shit, the other half, I'm just gifted. 20 on me, wish a nigga would so I could spend it. Start from the branch, then I ain't have to soil you. Got a peer on me, that'll leave your family tree spoil you. Can't catch you, then I get your man, make him lord you. The only comp is me, and I'm trying to be cordial. I feel like I'm royal, you in the with a sexy walk, but I'll take a switch with a 9. Get up and go crazy when they tell me it's time. Empty the whole clip to the last shot like the game on the league is the truth. I don't care if it's offensive. The life that I chose, no turning back, we end this. They don't understand till we tell them no forgiveness. Rain on them 40 days, 40 nights, shit is endless. What I speak is the truth. I don't care if it's offensive. This the life that we chose, no turning back, we end this. They don't understand when we tell them no forgiveness. Rain on them 40 days, 40 nights, this shit is endless.
It's recording. Yo, I'm Desire Warner.
All sides out, war.
Yo, I'm the Thousand Pop.
And this is Captain Ariel with
Yo, it's recording. Yo, I'm Desire Warner.
All sides out, war.
Yo, I'm the Thousand Pop.
And this is Captain Ariel with
Yo, I'm Desire Warner.
I saw war.
Yo, I'm the Thousand Pop.
This is Captain Ariel, you watching